A Don is a person that brings passion. Someone who takes advantage of all their opportunities. A leader, a dreamer, a winner. The question we have for you is, are you ready to be a Don?
Hello, this is Anthony White, head coach of Santa Ana College and the undefeated Metro Conference champions. You're here to play football, not bear crawl. You're here to play football, not run gases. But guess what? We don't coach effort. You have to coach effort because it's your life. You understand? It's your life and you have this one opportunity to do it. You have this one opportunity, this one moment in time to be special and make something happen special. We got about 109 student athletes in here. That's 109 different dreams. 109 different goals. Whatever yours is, we can make it happen here. Surrounding you, all the coaches on the outside, everybody here. We're here for you to help you realize those goals and dreams. You came here for a reason. I don't sleep because all I care about is getting you guys out. It's not fake. I'm real. That's why I brought these coaches in. It's all real. I told you. It's real. You came here to get out.
Champions, baby, let's go!
every day living your life thinking about proving somebody wrong that didn't believe in you. Wake up every day trying to prove somebody right. The people that support you and love you, prove them right. Don't worry about the negative things and try to prove them wrong. You guys understand that? You have parents, friends, family members, coaches, teachers, all these people that love you. Prove those people right. Come with us. We're here to prove people right. There's people that believe in us. All throughout the city, all throughout the school, all in this room. Prove us right. Prove that guy next to you right that believes in you. You understand that?
Time I pray I'll be missing you. Thinking of the day when you went away. What a life to take, what a bond to break. I'll be missing you. Every step I take, every move I make, every single day, every time I pray, I'll be missing your face. Thinking of the day when you went.
People always ask us, what's a Don? And our response is easy. To us, a Don is someone who embraces the grind. A Don is a person that brings passion. Someone who takes advantage of all their opportunities. A leader, a dreamer, a winner. The question we have for you is, are you ready to be a Don?
Coming to you live from Eddie West Field here in downtown Santa Ana, Your Dons are back in action and back home for their last home game of the season, or what could be their last home game, as we'll have to wait and see how things shake up here in the postseason in the next coming weeks. Again, my name is Noah Alvarez. Thanks for tuning in. Whether it's your first time or you've been tuning in all season, the Dons have a home game with Chaffey College here today. We don't have the video feed. We're still struggling up with some technical difficulties, but we'll just go audio. So just apologize in advance for the black screen, but we hope to get that resolved very soon. The Dons won the toss, but elected to defer to the second half. So Chaffey will receive. They're going to be in white uniforms, red helmets, going from right to left. The Dons will be kicking off from left to right here at Eddie West Field. Again, my name is Noah Alvarez. Some introductions on both teams. The Dons are 6-2 on the season. They're 2-1 in conference play. And if they win this game here today, they have a shot of winning the American Metro League. They're led by head coach Jeff Jones, who has been the team's offensive coordinator the past 6 seasons. He's been a part of the program since 1996. And on the other sideline, it's the Chaffey College Panthers. They enter with a record of 7-1. Their only loss was to Pasadena City College. They went a perfect 11-0 and won the American Division. Now we have the kickoff as Aaron Hotchkicks kicks it deep to Chaffey College. They receive it at their 5-yard line. They go all the way to the far sideline, and they're tackled down at the 27-yard line. It was Eric Copeland on the return, and that's where the Chaffey offense will start here for the first time this afternoon. Again, we'll do our best while the screen remains black to give you the audio feed here of the broadcast. Footage for you. So first down and 10. Ball at the 25. Again, Chaffey's in the white, Dons in the all-black uniforms. 4 down linemen for the Dons. The pass first play nearly intercepted, but it's going to be caught. Caught at the 45, and it looks like it's going to be a first play touchdown for Chaffey. Only one man to beat, and Joey Fox can't get to him. A touchdown to Nehemiah Harrison on the very first play. Chaffey opens it up in a big way. There is a flag down here on the near side 25. So this one could be coming back. Illegal formation. Wow. A big one against the Chaffey College Panthers. As they almost went up 6-0. They'll have to march it back, and it'll be first down and 15. Looked like it was the linebacker Nate Rios who dropped underneath the route and almost got a hand on it. That's why I thought it was going to be intercepted or at very least tipped. But Viramontes, one of the better quarterbacks here in the American Metro League, leads the league with 22 touchdown passes on the season. However, he also leads the league with 14 interceptions on the year. 12 interceptions on the year. So a bit of a feast or famine, but he can definitely sling it. So first and 15, the ball is now on the 20. Yard to gain is the 35-yard line. Again, Chaffey on your screen from right to left in the white uniforms, red helmets. Viramontes with Ryan Stewart in the backfield. And it looks like Chaffey's going to call a timeout. So head coach for Chaffey College is Ben Buys. Ben Buys is in his first season as the head coach of the program. Chaffey College used to be a national division team back in 2021 and the most recent year, 2022. However, after a couple of rough years at that division, they dropped down to the American division, and last year, well, they ran the table. A perfect 11-0. They defeated Pasadena City College in the American Division Championship. And last year when these two teams met in Rancho Cucamonga, the Dons put up a good fight. However, they lost that game 34-24. They forced 6 turnovers, the Dons did, on defense. However, Chaffey's defense was very stout, forced the Dons to punt 5 different times, and the Dons struggled to get the Chaffey offense off the field on third downs. Last year in this game at Rancho Cucamonga, the Panthers were 67% on third down. Here's a first down and 15 play. It's a handoff up the middle, and the Dons swarm. Limit to him to a 4-yard gain on the carry. It was C.J. Bozeman. C.J. Bozeman, freshman from John Muir High School, leads the team this year with 503 rushing yards. He's second in the conference to Santa Ana's very own William Saucedo, who leads the league with 540 yards. Again, both teams belong to the American Metro League. Both teams looking to be the league winner this season. RPO, Viramontes throws it out wide to the far side, and Damari Heller let it go through his hands. It's an incomplete pass. 3rd down and 10 coming up. On defense for the Dons, we'll start with the D-line as they do rotate plenty of players in. Zamari Richardson in, along with Mario Evans, Edward Castro, and Joseph Aborni. Aborni and Richardson both played last year as freshmen. Have plenty of experience, especially on the defensive side. Owen Tesh in at linebacker, along with Nate Rios. Joey Fox, the near side corner. Viramontes drops back. He's going to look over the middle. Has a man, and he connects on the pass. A 1st down conversion there on 3rd down and 10. Pass complete to Jeremiah Beck. Again, Chaffey College was the standard of the American Division last year. A perfect 11-0. 1st down and 10. The Panthers are nearing midfield. Going to pitch it out here to the near side of the field. Evan Palladay misses the tackle in the backfield. Good run there by Bozeman as he made the first man miss. Dons will have to execute on tackles like that if they hope to win today's game. And it's a sunny and bright afternoon here in November. Very different than last week when West LA College was in town. We had overcast skies, and near the end of the game, we saw even a little bit of sprinkling down on the field. 2nd down and 2 coming up. 13 minutes here in the first quarter. 2 receivers to the right of Viramontes. CJ Bozeman, the deep back. Another handoff up the middle, and he gets tripped up right at the Dons' 46-yard line. Looks like he's going to be half a yard short. So 3rd and inches coming up for the Panthers offense. Also in at defensive back for the Dons defense is Jake Bento, Malachi Bay. Those are the 2 deep safeties at the moment. Jesse Vargas lined up in the nickel here on the near side. Bento will roll down over there on the far side. Justin Harris is the defensive back on the far sideline. Viramontes hands it off to Bozeman. Once again, he cuts over to the right side of the formation. Still moving his feet. Hard man to bring down. CJ Bozeman running hard, and he gets all the way to the 36. So another 3rd down conversion for the Chaffey Panthers offense. We mentioned last year how they were successful on 67% of their 3rd down conversions or attempts last year in this game. First and 10, ball at the Dons 36. First drive of the afternoon for either team. Viramontes fakes the handoff, now rolls out to his left, looking for his receiver here on the near sideline, gets it to his man, and he's cut down at the 15 by Malachi Bay. That's Corey Cabrialis. The team's leading receiver has 36 receptions on the season. It's kind of a 2-man show here for the Panthers offense in the passing game as there is a flag down on the field. It's an ineligible man downfield on the Chaffey offense. It's a tricky thing with RPOs. Sometimes when you have that run-pass option, the offensive line are usually taught to run block, and the quarterback has to make a decision quick enough to where if you do pass it, the linemen aren't too far down the field that time. Chaffey wasn't able to successfully convert on it. Lineman was down the field, and so they'll call that one back. It's 1st down and 15, ball on the Dons 41. Chaffey is threatening here in the opening drive, 11:30 in the first quarter. Viramontes hands it off. A lot of room on the right side. He has to beat Jesse Vargas, and Vargas, along with his teammate Christian Gabb, do push him out of bounds at the 23. But a big run for Alapaki Paiva. Paiva is another running back that they feature here in the Chaffey offense. There's 4 of them to know. CJ Bozeman, who we already saw. Paiva, who we just got a good look at. Eric Copeland, who returned the opening kickoff return. And Jeremiah Spann all have more than 30 carries on the season. Bozeman leads the team entering today with 89 carries. But it's a 4 man backfield that they often rotate here for the Chaffey offense. 4 down lineman for the Dons. Quick pass. And that quick pass game is really neutralizing the Dons' pass rush. Complete over on the far side, all the way to the Dons' 16-yard line. And Chaffey's into the red zone for the first time this afternoon. Again, Chaffey's only loss this season as they enter with a 7-1 record, is to Pasadena City College that came back on October 5th. They lost that game 21-19. They're going to go trips to the short side of the field. Viramontes in shotgun. Looks like C.J. Bozeman back into the game. They hand it off to Bozeman. Bozeman was dancing in the backfield, found a crease, got to the 14, and will set up 3rd and inches once again for the Panthers offense. So 3rd and inches, 9:40 here in the first quarter. It's the opening drive for the Chaffey Panthers offense. Been very methodical up until this point. They've already had 3 third-down conversions. They hand it off to Bozeman. Bozeman met by a gang of Don's defenders right there at the 14. So he only got back to the line of scrimmage, and he'll set up 4th and inches. So a big decision here for head coach Ben Buys. Does he roll the dice and keep the offense on the field and try and go for it here on this first down? Or does he take the points? And they're deep in the red zone here on the opening drive of this afternoon's game. Panthers are 7-1. Dons are 6-2. A win here would help either team's cause in order to win the American Metro League. 2 tight ends in the formation. It's a handoff to C.J. Bozeman, and Bozeman does squirt ahead just enough to the 13, and it'll be enough for a first down. So the Panthers roll the dice, and it pays off. Substitution coming in on defense. Jackson Brown going to check in for Owen Tesh. Jackson Brown and Christian Gabb, the 2 linebackers in on the defense. Dons will go with the 4-2-5. 4 down linemen, 2 linebackers, and 5 defensive backs. Chaffey will line up with 3 receivers to the right of the formation. C.J. Bozeman again back in the backfield to Viramontes' left. The freshman quarterback has a first down and 10. He's going to drop back, look right, pressure in his face. Aborny's there along with his teammates, and it's a sack. It's a sack of only 1 yard, so Viramontes does minimize the damage. But 2nd down and 11 coming up, the first sack of the afternoon for the Dons defense. Last year, they led the state with 49 sacks on the season. It was a great campaign in 2023. Guys like Zamir Richardson and Aborny were a part of that as freshmen. Richardson had 13 sacks last year. Comes from El Dorado High School, the former alumni as Jeff Jones, the head coach, also from El Dorado High School. Now to hand off to Bozeman. Bozeman jump cuts to the right side, has a small crease, and he gets tackled down at the 11. It's going to be an important key to the game here for the Dons defense. Chaffey does have a very powerful offense, but they got to bend and not break here in this afternoon's game if the Dons hope to come out victorious. They're doing a good job thus far, allowing them deep into the red zone, but holding their own. It's now 3rd down and 9. Chaffey has to get to the 3-yard line. Viramontes drops back, looks left, now looks to the middle. Going through his progressions, he has a man open, and he's wrestled down at the 5. So 4th down and 2, maybe 1.5 coming up for the Chaffey offense. He had all sorts of time as he was able to work to the left side of the field, back over to the middle. At least went through 1 or 2 different progressions. Chaffey offense is going to stay out on the field for this 4th down and 2. Again, the yard to gain, we'll say the 3, so it's about 4th down and 2. 6:26 left to go here in the first quarter. They're getting the signals from the sideline. There's now 7 seconds left on the play clock. 2 fullbacks to the right side of the formation. To hand off to Bozeman. Bozeman goes that direction. He's met at the 3-yard line, and we'll see. Far sideline referee is going to say, move the chains. Wow. So the Dons defense was able to stop them right there at the 3. But another fourth down conversion for the Chaffey offense, and they're getting just enough of a push. Head coach Jeff Jones having a word with the referee here on this sideline. Not too happy with the spot of the ball. And now they're going to blow this play dead. Jeff Jones came all the way from the coach's box down to the 15-yard line to have a word. Didn't see if he signified a timeout or anything, but he is chatting with the headline judge. So as it stands, it's first down and goal from the 3-yard line. Now the headline judge is going to talk to the white hat referee today. Alex Fed is the head referee in today's game. They had a conversation, but it was a very brief one, so Chaffey's offense is going to march back onto the field, as is the Dons' defense. So it looks like that questionable spot will stand. Dons are backed up into their own end zone here on defense, trying to limit the Chaffey offense here on the opening drive. Another handoff to C.J. Bozeman. Bozeman up the middle, keeping the feet moving, but he meets a wall of Dons defenders right at the 1. So it'll be second down and goal coming up. Mario Evans going to check into the game. Another big body down on the defensive line. Another handoff to Bozeman. Bozeman does find the blue turf, and that's the first touchdown by either team here today. So the Panthers march down 70 yards. They started this possession at the 30-yard line. Get all the way into the end zone for 6. They lead 6-0. Pending the extra point, they could go up 7-0 here early on in the first quarter. Attempting the PAT is kicker Anthony Hagan, a sophomore from Rancho Cucamonga High School. Cucamonga has this one partially blocked. Looks like coming off the near side edge, that's Joey Fox. Joey Fox, who blocked a punt earlier this season against Santa Monica and also returned that punt for a touchdown. Coming up with another big special teams play, as that might come back into Santa Ana's favor with the missed extra point there. 5:08 left to go in the first quarter. Chaffey College leads 6-0 as you see on the scoreboard. We'll be right back after this quick commercial break.
Life doesn't change overnight. It takes effort and dedication. It takes learning new skills and putting yourself and loved ones first. At Santa Ana College, you can complete a full-time accelerated online program in just 2 years. Choose a program that meets your needs and changes your educational dreams into a well-deserved reality. Building the life you want means taking a first step. Start your journey at Santa Ana College. Where it leads is up to you.
So Anthony Hagan will kick it off for Chaffey College. Again, they're in the white uniforms. Dons are in the all blacks. Damian Gomez and Malachi Bay back deep to return. Bay on the far hash. Gomez on the near hash. Standing at about there at their own 10-yard line. High kick doesn't go very far, but it gets to the 11. And Malachi Bay will cut up the middle. Lots of room for the freshman from Garden Grove. He crosses midfield. Only one man could potentially catch him, and he's finally brought down inside the 10. A big kick return there for Malachi Bay. And just like that, the Dons offense are in prime opportunity to come back and take the lead, or at least tie things up here early on in the first quarter. Again, Bay listed as a defensive back, but at Garden Grove High School, he was a very talented running back. Could also play receiver, one of the better athletes that we've seen. And now we'll see the first of the Dons offense. It'll be first and goal, ball on the 6-yard line. We'll see Nate Bento, the freshman from El Dorado High School, starting in the backfield. Alongside him is the sophomore William Saucedo. He's from Yorba Linda High School. Leads the team with 8 rushing touchdowns. They give it to him first, and woo, the Chaffey defense swarms to the ball very quickly. It's a loss. Well, they're going to say Saucedo got back to the line of scrimmage. So no gain on the play. Second down and goal. And the Dons really relying heavily on their running game this season. Again, Saucedo and sophomore Owen Smith lead the team. Saucedo has 540 rushing yards, while Owen Smith has 380. We're going to go 2 tight ends in on the formation, 1 to each side. It's a fake handoff to Saucedo. Bento, who is a big quarterback, rumbles ahead to the we're going to say 1.5 yard line, and that'll set up third down and goal. Bento's a freshman from El Dorado, 6'3", listed at 210 pounds, but he runs like he's a lot bigger. Damian Gomez is now going to sub out. And as we often seen this season, the Dons will elect to go 3 men in the backfield. Mason McComb is that other man. He's the tight end or the fullback listed over to the left side. Owen Smith to the right. Saucedo the deep back. Chaffey has a bunch of bodies up at the line of scrimmage. Here's a handoff to Saucedo. Saucedo falls forward. And there's the first touchdown for the Dons this afternoon. So right after Chaffey College scores, it's Malachi Bay that sets up the Dons with a very manageable drive, and William Saucedo punches it in for the first 6 of the afternoon. 3:38 left to go here in the first. Aaron Hotchkiss will attempt the point after. Again, this was all set up by the big return by Malachi Bay. Malachi Bay took it 84 yards all the way down to the Chaffey 6-yard line. The point after is good, so Hotchkiss and gives the Dons their first lead of the afternoon. 7-6 is the score. And thanks for tuning in to Dons Football here on the Santa Ana College Athletics YouTube channel. It's always cool seeing Malachi Bay, as I've mentioned in previous broadcasts. Got to coach Malachi Bay. I've known him since 8th grade. And got to coach Malachi Bay and then coach against him while he was in high school at Garden Grove High School. A very talented athlete. Again, listed as a defensive back, but he was something special to watch at running back. And there at the kick return, had that big 84-yard kick return all the way down to the Chaffey 6. That put the Dons in prime position to score. The Dons are going to need their special teams and defense to do their job this afternoon as well and help the offense out, create some scoring opportunities if they hope to defeat the Chaffey College Panthers. Again, they're 7-1. Dons are 6-2. Chaffey went a perfect 11-0 last season. Only 1 loss in their last 2 years. Hotchkiss is going to go for a pooch kick here on the near sideline. Chaffey called for a fair catch, but no one got to the ball. It will be Chaffey's ball, but a head-scratching decision there. I think they were unsure of the rules. Looked like number 11 for Chaffey, Damari Heller, was out there on the near side. He wove for a forward catch, but was backing away from the ball, thinking that him calling the fair catch would just rule it dead for Chaffey. They got a fortunate bounce, as it did get pushed out of bounds, and it will be Chaffey's ball. The Dons had an opportunity there. And again, we're seeing early the theme of today, defense and special teams are going to have to come away and steal some points for the Dons this afternoon. Julian Viramontes is back in at quarterback. In the backfield alongside him is Alapaki Paiva. First down and 10. Joey Fox steps over the line of scrimmage. Didn't see a flag, though. Handed off to Paiva, and Paiva gets all the way to the 34, and a 9-yard gain on first down for the Chaffey offense. Also out there at the receiver positions, Damari Heller out wide in the slot to the far side. Nehemiah Harrison. Jeremiah Beck, wearing number 33, is the third receiver to the right of the formation. Now he's going to switch spots with Nehemiah Harrison. Harrison will actually jog all the way out here to the near side. The lone receiver on this side is Corey Cabriales. The 2 leading receivers down here on the short side of the field. Viramontes, RPO. Pressure right in his face. He got hit by Richardson as he threw it. And it looked like the left tackle might have rolled into that one. Good opportunity to give you the starting offensive line for Chaffey College. At left tackle, Elijah Lopez Lerner. He was the one who was hit with the false start. At left guard, wearing number 78, at center, wearing number 78, Humberto Ponce Moreno. At left guard, it's Jacob Hetrick. At right guard, Nathan Rodriguez. And at right tackle, John Salazar. That's the starting offensive line for the Chaffey College Panthers. 2:40 left to go in the first quarter. Dons leading 7-6. Second down and 6 coming up. Viramontes with Paiva in the backfield. RPO again. There's that opening in the defense. It's caught by Harrison. He's dragged down to the 46. Again, a tough thing to do for a defender to read run and then get back to the pass coverage. There's going to be some windows opening. It's important for the Dons to rally when the ball is caught and limit any big plays. Tackle each receiver right as they catch the ball. Keep everything in front. Bend but do not break. They lead 7-6, first down and 10. Ball on the Chaffey 46-yard line. Here's a handoff up the middle to Paiva, and he squirts ahead to the 49. Nate Rios in on the stop for Santa Ana. Richardson's out there along with Mario Evans, Aborni, and Edward Castro. Owen Tesh and Rios in at linebacker. Vargas and Bento in as the defensive backs. Malachi Bay is the deep safety. Viramontes with two receivers to each side of the formation. Short pass out wide to the far side, and it's dropped right there by Damari Heller. That's the second drop we've seen this afternoon. He also had the head-scratching decision on kick return. Took fair catch the ball, but didn't go for it. Now, on this third down and 8, we see four new defensive linemen in for the Dons, trying to get some pass rushers in on this big third down. Viramontes looking over the middle, now looking right. No one open. He finally gets it to his receiver, and he stopped right there at the Dons 46. That was a dangerous throw, but working over the middle was Paiva. He's coming from the running back position. So he was able to find his check down target. Bagdanoff and Escobedo are in at defensive end with Richardson and Aborni in at the defensive tackle positions. Fourth down and 2 coming up. And it looks like the Dons are going to take their first timeout of the afternoon. 49 seconds left to go here in the first quarter. Again, thanks for tuning in to Dons Football here on the Santa Ana College Athletics YouTube channel. While we have this break in the action, let's go ahead and give you some scores from around the 3C2A. Again, both teams here belong to the American Metro League, and they both belong to the Southern Conference or Southern California Football Association, but they all both belong to the 3C2A. Going on, a game that started at 12 o'clock noon, Saddleback College tied up with Fullerton. Colleagues Corey Nayland and Mark Pavlovich are on the call as they're tied up over there at Hal Scherbeck Field on the campus of Fullerton College. That game all tied up at the start of the third quarter. So just getting out of halftime, Saddleback 24, Fullerton 24. Golden West has a 10-7 lead over Cerritos College with 13 minutes left to go in the third quarter. Pasadena City leads 3-0 over Glendale College. If Glendale were to win that game, that would be a huge upset here in the American Division. But now we take our attention back to the field. Fourth down and 2. Beck is the tight end to the right side of the formation. Looks like Paiva is the deep back. Viramontes trying to get the defense to jump off sides, and a flag does come in. Somebody must have flinched on the offense. They signal for the false start, and that'll back them up 5 yards. Fourth down and 7. So that will force Chaffey to bring out their punt unit. Nice round of applause for the home crowd, or by the home crowd here for the Dons. Malachi Bay will go back deep to return. Malachi Bay and Damian Gomez both back there. Bay standing at the 10. Gomez standing at the 9-yard line. Here's the punt. It's going to be a deep one. Bounces right at the 2. Takes a high bounce, but it was so close to the end zone. It'll bounce into the blue, and so it'll be a touchback for the Dons. 41 seconds left to go here in the first quarter. Dons leading 7-6. Again, thanks for tuning in, wherever you may be tuning in from. Arguably the biggest game of the season for the Dons this year. A chance to potentially win American Metro League this year if they win here today and win out the rest of the season. They would also need some help from Chaffey College next weekend as they play Victor Valley, who's still undefeated in league play. Obviously, if Chaffey wins out the rest of the season, they would be crowned American League champions, American Metro League champions once again, and play Pasadena City College in the American Division Championship. First down and 10. It's a handoff, fake handoff to Owen Smith. Bento goes to the left side, and he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. A lot of players swarming to the ball. Leading the charge was Lamar Gray and Jeremiah Bouchette for the Chaffey Panthers defense. Chaffey will go with a 3-3-5, 3 down defensive linemen, 3 linebackers, and 5 DBs. If the Dons can find a way to run on that 3-man front, they'll be successful. They're going to want to win that time of possession battle as well. They don't need to call another play as there's a 6-second differential between game clock and play clock. So that'll take us to the end of the first quarter. Dons lead 7-6 over Chaffey College. Again, when we come back after this commercial break, we'll have the second half or second quarter of action. So we're back here from commercial break. Second down and 10 for the Dons offense. They'll now be going from right to left on your screen. Ball on the 20-yard line here on the near hash. Nate Bento drops back, looks to the right side of the formation. Lots of contact and a contested catch is made up into the 28-yard line. Good catch there by J.J. Garcia. He's a freshman from Santa Ana High School, so just down the street. He's been one of those impact freshmen on the year who's had to step up for the injured Malachi Pierce. Malachi Pierce had an incredible freshman season last year, but only played 2 games for the Dons this year and is out for the rest of the season due to an injury. Hoping to get a medical red shirt. Now it'll be third down and 2 for Bento and the Dons offense. Mason McComb in the formational motion over to the left side. Saucedo has a hole up the middle. He crosses the 45, cuts outside to the near sideline, and is finally brought down at the 35-yard line. That's Owen Smith, correction. Man, those 5s and 6s look so familiar. But the two-headed monster in the backfield for the Dons offense at it again today, this afternoon, whether it's Owen Smith or William Saucedo. They both do a great job of finding openings in the front line. The offensive line does a great job after this next play, we'll get you the starting offensive line for the Dons, who opened up that hole for Owen Smith, and now they're in plus territory. Ball on the 35, first down and 10. Bento fakes the handoff to Smith, keeps it to the right side, and he rumbles ahead to the 32. And starting at left tackle, it's Jared Zamora. He missed a few games during the middle of the season, but it's good to see the sophomore back in action At left guard, Michael Anaya. At center, Malik Pia. At right guard, Angel Leole. And at right tackle, at right guard, Ryan Scrivener. And at right tackle, Angel Leole. 2nd down and 7 coming up. 13 minutes left to go in the second. Some confusion on where Nathan Meek is supposed to line up. He goes out here to the near side of the formation. They hand it off to Saucedo, and he gets chopped down at the 31. Gain of only 1 on the play. So it'll be 3rd down and 6 coming up for the Dons offense. Getting a big run just a couple plays ago by Owen Smith, sophomore from El Medina. Rushed it for 37 yards to the Chaffey 35-yard line. Bento breaks the huddle. McComb still in the formation to the left side along with Nathan Meek. Damian Gomez is the receiver closest to the sideline. They're going to hand it off to Saucedo once again. Saucedo upended right there at the 27, and it'll be 4th down and 2. So now a big decision here for head coach Jeff Jones and the Dons coaching staff. We saw already twice now. Chaffey, when they were on offense, Chaffey College elected to go for it twice on 4th down, and they converted both times, and it resulted in them scoring a touchdown later on that drive. So we'll see what the Dons do here. Yard to gain is the 25-yard line. Ball currently at the 27 on the far hash. 11:40 here in the second quarter now. Dons lead 7-6. 3 men in the backfield. McComb to the right. Saucedo to the left. Owen Smith, the D-back. They hand it off to Smith, and Smith gets the yards he needs as he does cross the 25. And that'll be a 1st down, says the referee. As again, they bring all the big bodies in for that extra push, and Owen Smith does the job. Finds a hole on the left side. He'll check out as William Saucedo will stay in. Damian Gomez will check in on receiver. The other receiver in is Keyshawn Johnson, a freshman from Calvary Chapel, as the Dons are huddled up. Again, it's been that two-headed monster, Saucedo and Owen Smith, for the Dons this season. Leading the charge offensively with the young quarterback, Nate Bento at the helm. 2 receivers to the left side of the formation. Bento drops back, going to look to the short side, over to Keyshawn Johnson, and he had a step on his defensive back, but is overthrown, maybe by 2 yards or so. And so it'll set up 2nd down and 10. Clock will stop at 10:54 in the second quarter. In case you missed it, the first quarter went by in a flash. Chaffey marched down and scored on their opening drive, but they had their extra point blocked by Joey Fox, a corner who was coming off the edge. And on the ensuing kick return, Malachi Bay took it 88 yards, all the way down to the 6-yard line, and the Dons were able to punch it in for their first touchdown. Now here's another handoff to Saucedo, and less room here on the left side on that play, as they now set up 3rd down and 11, loss of 1. Now we'll see the first of James Farmer here this afternoon. Farmer, wearing number 2, was out last week. Finally back from concussion protocol. Good to see the sophomore receiver back in action. Farmer's had to step up as well due to the absence of Malachi Pierce. He's 2nd on the team with 14 receptions on the year, and that's missing a few games, only 5 games played on the season. 3 receivers to the left side of the formation. Nathan Meek is one of them. Bento faces some pressure early on. He rolls out to his left, looking for somebody down the field. Tried to get it to Gomez, and Gomez was tiptoeing on the sideline. Didn't really have a good window to get that ball in, as Bento was under duress. And so now it'll be 4th down and 11. Ball currently at the 26. Does look like they will march out Aaron Hotchkiss in the field goal unit. On the season, Aaron Hotchkiss, 6 of 7 in field goal attempts this year. He has a long of 34. Right now, this holder, Jake Bento, is currently posted up at the 33-yard line. So this would be a 43-yarder for Hotchkiss. It's right in the middle of the field. Hotchkiss puts it up, and it's not going to be long enough. Wide right. So the Dons come up empty on that trip there. Sophomore from Tustin High School Unfortunately, can't get the job done. Would have been a career-long 43-yard field goal, but he misses wide right. So first down and 10 for Chaffey College going the other way. This is the first time we'll see of them here in the second quarter. On that drive, it was a very long and methodical drive that they had to open up the game. 17 play, 75-yard drive that took 9 minutes and 43 seconds of time off the scoreboard. Now we'll see Viramontes again. Jeremiah Beck, the tight end, to the left side of the formation. To hand off up the middle. Didn't see a number beforehand. But if that's C.J. Bozeman, he'll have a loss of 1 on the carry. That's Jeremiah Span, one of 4 running backs that Chaffey rotates throughout the games that they've played this season. Second down and 12 coming up. Amari Hart now in that corner here on the near side. Jake Bento also in, walking up in that nickel corner position. Christian Gabb and Owen Tesh, the linebackers. Owen Tesh is going to come up the middle, and Owen Tesh meets Jeremiah Span in the backfield. Back-to-back tackle for losses by the Dons defense. And now they're set up in 3rd and long. A position they like to be in. Again, they like to get after the pass rusher. A lot of talented pass rushers on this defensive line for the Dons defense. 3rd and 14, the yard to gain is the Chaffey 36-yard line. Viramontes in the backfield. Viramontes drops back, has some pressure, is forced to step up, throws it out to the far sideline. Tight coverage there by Joey Fox, but it's caught by Corey Cabriales. It'll set it up 4th down and about 4 as it was caught at the 31-yard line, and that'll force the punt unit to come out once again. So after giving up a touchdown in that opening drive by the Dons defense, they're able to force 2 3-and-outs in their next 2 defensive possessions. They'll get the ball back here as Malachi Bay, standing at his own 28-yard line. Back deep to punt this ball away is Mustafa Hinyon. Chaffey College will run another player onto the field. Now Chaffey College is going to call their second timeout of the afternoon. And thanks for tuning in to Dons Football here on the Santa Ana College Athletics YouTube channel in conjunction with SportsNetUSA.net. My name is Noah Alvarez. It's been a fun season this year. The Dons had a very similar start to the year as they did last year. They went 4-1 in non-conference play. However, in that opening match against Victor Valley back on October 19th, they were upset by the Rams by a score of 14-10, and that really threw a wrench into the Dons season and as well as the American Metro League. We could have a 3-way tie at the end of the season if the Dons were to win here today and Chaffey were to win against Victor Valley next week. We'd have 3 teams at the top of the American Metro with a record of 4-1 in league play. But after that loss, the Dons buckled in, defeated Compton College, defeated West LA last weekend, and are looking to pull off the upset over Chaffey today as this punt will roll all the way down past the 20. A Chaffey-friendly bounce there. And the Dons will start this next offensive possession at the 18-yard line. 8:18 left to go. In the second quarter, Dons are leading 7-6. The Dons, who have struggled to score in the first quarter of this season, finished ahead of a team here as they were leading 7-6 at the end of the first quarter over Chaffey College. Again, that was set up by a beautiful kick return that went for 88 yards by Malachi Bay. The freshman took him all the way down to the 6-yard line. And 3 plays later, Saucedo was able to punch it in for the Dons offense. Now we'll see Nate Bento again. 2 running backs in the backfield. Looks like it's Saucedo to the left of the formation. And someone moved over there on the offense for Santa Ana College, so back him up 5 yards. Saucedo now has 9 rushing TDs on the season. 1 away from double digits. They still have 1 game left on the season after today. They'll travel to Palm Desert to take on College of the Desert next week, the Roadrunners. Last year, at the end of the regular season, the Dons hosted the Roadrunners and then played them the very next week in the Southern California Bowl. Here's a handoff to Owen Smith on the right side, and he has a big hole as he takes it all the way down to the 20. 2nd down and 9 coming up past the original line of scrimmage. And we'll see what Bento and the offense can do here on this drive. Again, leading 7-6. Dons are heading right to left on your screen. Chaffey in the white uniforms, red helmets, black pants. Coming from the city of Rancho Cucamonga, they enter with a 7-1 record, and that one loss to Pasadena City College is their first loss here in 2 seasons. They won a perfect 11-0 last year and won the American Division Championship. Here's a handoff to Owen Smith, and Owen Smith didn't have help from his blockers on the left side as Jared Zamora and Ryan Scrivener are having at it, having a discussion after the loss. They're going to say Owen Smith got back to the line of scrimmage, so a 3rd and 9 coming up for the Dons offense. Looks like J.J. Garcia, James Farmer, and Damian Gomez will all check in, so some more receivers here on this 3rd and long. 7 minutes left now here in the 2nd quarter. Saucedo, the running back to the left side of the formation. Screen out here to Damian Gomez in the slot, and Malik Pia missed the block. Good tackle there by Josiah Wash. The nickel corner in coverage was able to get around the block from Malik Pia and make that tackle for only a 3-yard gain. It'll force Aaron Hotchkiss to come out. The Dons do like to go with some trickery here, backed up this deep into their own territory. We'll see if they like to roll the dice. They like to use that freshman from La Habra, Greg Greer, to either run the ball or throw it, but this time they will elect a punt. Aaron Hotchkiss gets it all the way down to the 41, and that's where it's fair caught by Corey Cabriales. I'm going to say it's at the 42. And this is the final regular season home game for the Dons this year. This is their 5th on the season. The first one that we were here for was back at the very beginning of September. September 7th, Pasadena City College came to downtown Santa Ana and handled the Dons 46-28. It was a day to forget for Santa Ana College as they were trailing 17-0 at the end of the first quarter. Then in September 21st, Glendale College came, and the Dons were able to pull out a come-from-behind victory. 27-24 was the score. Victor Valley then, on October 19th, defeated Santa Ana here. 14-10 was the final score, as it's the first run play of the drive. Gain of 1 as they get it to the 43-yard line. And then the game last week was the 4th game of the season. West LA College, 37-16 was the victory for the Dons. They went up 21-0, and at one point it was 21-16 as the Wildcats then scored 16 unanswered points. However, the Dons returned the favor with 16 unanswered points of their own to win the game 27-16. Viramontes has 2 receivers to each side of the formation. In the backfield is Bozeman. Short pass out to Nehemiah Harrison, and Harrison had it in his hands and dropped it. Correction, that's Damari Heller. Heller with his 3rd drop of the afternoon. He shakes his head and runs to the sideline. Now into the game as wide receiver is Joseph Ruiz wearing number 87. Chaffey getting their play signals from the sideline. Dons bringing some pass rushers here on this 3rd and long. Bagdanoff and Escobedo will check in. They're out there with Joseph Oborny and Zamari Richardson. Viramontes drops back. There's some pressure. Don sends 7. Here's a pass. It's complete to Beck. And Beck fights forward. Oh, the ball comes out loose. Jake Bento recovers. Oh, and they're going to say that the play was dead. So Jeremiah Beck looked like he got tackled from behind by Joey Fox. And on the way to the ground, it looked like the ball squirted out. But the referees ruled Jeremiah Beck down due to contact, and there's no way to review it here at this level. So big 3rd down conversion for Viramontes and the Chaffey offense. 5:14 left to go in the first half. Here in the second quarter, Dons leading 7-6. 3 receivers to the left of the formation. Viramontes with Bozeman in the backfield. Bozeman gets the handoff, and he's met again at the line of scrimmage, still moving the feet. Finally, they whistle it dead. Christian Gadd was there, as well as Jesse Vargas. Vargas is the safety here on the team for the Dons defense, and as a freshman, he came into today's game and leading the team with 43 tackles. Vargas is a freshman from La Habra High School. There are 7 players from the Highlanders program, and one of the top tier programs here in Orange County, and specifically Northern Orange County. So a great school to recruit from. 2 receivers to each side of the formation for Viramontes. Paiva now in at running back. A lot of contact there, but the throw was behind the intended receiver. Man in coverage was Markel Mitchell. 3rd down and 10 coming up for Chaffey. So big 3rd down here again for the Dons defense. Joseph Ruiz and Nehemiah Harrison are the 2 receivers to the right of the formation. Beck and Carbrialis over on the left side. Harrison's going to motion from the right to the left side of the formation. Viramontes looks out to the left. Joey Fox again in tight coverage. I believe that's Cabriales who makes the catch right at the sticks. That far sideline referee is standing right at the 27-yard line. Now he says move the chain, so will it be enough for a 1st down? And these are some tough contested catches we're seeing here being made by the Chaffey offense and the receivers. And it looks like Joey Fox crossed the line of scrimmage. That'll be a fall or offsides penalty on the Dons defense. So 5 more yards for Chaffey College. 3:50 left to go. Chaffey only has 1 remaining timeout. The Dons still have 2. So the ball's now on the 22-yard line for Chaffey College. Just outside red zone territory. 3 receivers to the right of formation. Julian Viramontes out there with Alapaki Paiva as the running back to his left. Viramontes drops back. He's looking for the end zone, and he tries to get it to Cabriales, but just too far for the receiver. He's able to get a hand on it, but he was going to be out of bounds as well. 2nd down and 5 coming up for Chaffey. Chaffey College is coming off a big 55-0 victory over Compton College last week. And the Dons handled West LA College 37-16. Substitution being made over on the far side. New receiver coming in, Marquette Moore. To handoff to Paiva. Paiva met. Oh, and the ball came free. The ball came free over here at the 19-yard line. The Dons saying they have it. The referees point that way, and they do. The Dons get another big turnover. It's Zamari Richardson who leaves the pile with the fumble recovery. Couldn't see exactly who punched that ball out, but a big play there by the Dons defense. And now they take over there at their own 19-yard line. So big swing of momentum again in the Dons' favor. We mentioned to you earlier at the top of the broadcast, if they hope to come out victorious today, they're going to need some big plays from their special teams and their defense. We saw one from the special teams earlier this afternoon by the kick return unit and Malachi Bay. Now we see another one here by the defense, forcing a turnover. Let's see if Nate Bento and the offense can capitalize. Mason McComb and Owen Smith in the backfield. Owen Smith, the deep back, he gets the handoff up to the left side, weaving his way through traffic. He goes to the 21, but right there he's met by Lamar Gray, the sophomore linebacker from Rancho Cucamonga High School. 2nd down and 8 coming up. 3 minutes left to go here in the second quarter. Bento missed a game earlier this season. He missed that game against Compton College, but the Dons had no problem taking care of the Tartars. Final score was 56-6. Diego Murillo got a start in that one. However, on the season, Nate Bento has continued to get better. The freshman from El Dorado, a prolific runner. As he hands off. No, he fakes the handoff to Owen Smith. He's rolling out to his right. Try to get it to his tight end, Nathan Meek. And there was some miscommunication there as Nathan Meek and Mason McComb were in the same area code. And Meek collided with McComb on the catch attempt. That's going to stop the clock at 2:33. And we'll see what the Dons do here on this 3rd down and 8. Keyshawn Johnson will check out along with Mason McComb. In comes James Farmer and J.J. Garcia. Third down and 8 coming up for the Dons. They've converted 2 of 5 here on the afternoon thus far. They're going to motion William Saucedo out to the left of the formation. Bento's going to roll out that direction, and he short arms Damian Gomez. Gomez was wide open at the 31, which would have been enough for a first down, and Bento just didn't put enough on it. It was a struggle for Bento early on in the season. Towards the second half, during conference play, Bento has been a lot better with his arm. Still relying a lot on his legs. 4th and 8, Aaron Hotchkiss standing at his own 7-yard line. Hotchkiss gets the snap. Some pressure coming off from the left side, but he does get this one away. It's a shorter punt. And Cabriales is going to let this one bounce all the way down to the 32-yard line. So 2:17 left to go. Chaffey College does have 1 timeout remaining, and they do have the 2-minute timeout as well that they've started here in the college level. So they'll try and drive down and score. Don's looking to keep them off the scoreboard. Through nearly the first half of play, it's been the Chaffey offense that has stood out of the 2 units. Chaffey has 158 yards total through the first half, while the Dons only have 70. However, the Dons do have that 7-6 lead thanks to the big kick return and thanks to the PAT block by Joey Fox. So ball on the 32. Viramontes in shotgun with C.J. Bozeman in the backfield. Play action. Viramontes going to look deep. Joey Fox trailing his receiver, Cabriales, and Cabriales makes the catch, crosses the 5. And that's a 1-play touchdown that gives Chaffey College the lead once again. 12-7 is the score. Malachi Bay was the deep safety, but he got there late over the middle. Biting too hard maybe on that play action. And now the Dons find themselves trailing. Still plenty of time. And they do have 2 minutes. And they do have the 2-minute timeout as well. So no need to panic. It looks like Viramontes. No correction, that's the kicker. They are missing 1 unit on the PAT, or 1 player on the PAT unit. Clock down to 2-1. And they're not going to get this playoff. So it'll be a delay of game. Or what should be a delay of game. They're going to reset the play clock. Interesting there, but Anthony Hagan's going to attempt the point after. And the last one was blocked by the Dons defense. This one is through. So a 2:05 left to go here in the second quarter. Dons trail now 13-7. And thanks for tuning in to Don's Football here on the Santa Ana College Athletics YouTube channel in conjunction with SportsNetUSA.net. It was a big play for a touchdown as Julian Viramontes was able to connect with Corey Cabriales for a 68-yard pitching catch. 1 play, 1 touchdown, and Chaffey College is back up on top. Mustafa Hinyon will kick it off for Chaffey College. Back deep to return is Malachi Bay and Damian Gomez, as they have all season. I'm sure Chaffey College will want to kick it away from Malachi Bay after that big return. Took it 88 yards down to the Chaffey 6-yard line. That allowed the Dons to punch in their first touchdown 3 plays later. We'll see what Chaffey elects to do here. Henyon kicks it deep, but to the far sideline to Damian Gomez. Gomez receives it at the 18-yard line, and he's wrestled down at the 28. So a very small gain. 2:01 left on the score clock. And so the Dons will have a chance to get a playoff before the 2-minute timeout. Again, 2 timeouts and that 2-minute timeout. So they'll be able to stop the clock 3 different times. Trying to get some points up on the board before halftime. Trailing 13-7 here on the Santa Ana College Athletics YouTube channel. Again, a win here would keep not only postseason hopes alive, but the chance to win the American Metro League alive for the Dons. Jeff Jones returning as the head coach of the program, served as the head coach and then was the offensive coordinator the past 6 seasons. Bento's out there with William Saucedo. Mason McComb now motion into the backfield to the right of the formation. It's a handoff to Saucedo. Saucedo has some room, and he crosses midfield. It's going to be another big run for the sophomore from Yorba Linda, and he's finally tripped up at the 11. And so that will stop the clock with 1:52 as the referees honor the 2-minute timeout. But just like that, the Dons are back in business here in red zone territory. That was a touchdown-saving tackle by Josiah Wash. And with that 2-minute timeout, we'll take a timeout of our own here on the Santa Ana College Athletics YouTube channel.
Life doesn't change overnight. It takes effort and dedication. It takes learning new skills and putting yourself and loved ones first. At Santa Ana College, you can complete a full-time accelerated online program in just 2 years. Choose a program that meets your needs and changes your educational dreams into a well-deserved reality. Building the life you want means taking a first step. Start your journey at Santa Ana College. Where it leads is up to you.
What a fun game this has been. If you're just tuning in, it's been back and forth, and the Dons are threatening to score once again. They're currently trailing 13-7 to Chaffey College. Chaffey enters with that 7-1 record and are in the driver's seat to win the American Metro League if they win out. However, if the Dons defeat the Panthers today, that would really throw a wrench into the American Metro League and how things may play out for the rest of this season. Only 2 more games remain if you're not counting today, as the Dons looking to upset Chaffey College here today and give them their first conference loss on the season. First down and 10. Ball currently on the Chaffey 12-yard line. Dons are in red zone territory thanks to the big run by William Saucedo, who rushed it for 60 yards. It was Josiah Wash who made the touchdown-saving tackle. And now Owen Smith in the backfield, along with Mason McComb to the left of the formation. The fake to Owen Smith. Nate Bento lowers the shoulder, crosses the 10, but he's actually met and stopped right at the 10-yard line. And so it'll be second down and 8 coming up for Dons. Clock is rolling. Dons still have 2 timeouts, but they're in no hurry here as they want to not give the ball back to Chaffey with any time up on the scoreboard. They're trailing 13-7. Owen Smith, the deep back. They're going to motion again. Mason McComb now to the left side of the formation. It's a handoff to that left side. Owen Smith elects to bounce outside of the tackle box, and he's met in the backfield for a 2-yard loss. So Josiah Wash comes up with another big stop there from the nickel corner position. They're down in 10 coming up. It was only a 1-yard loss, the referees say. Under a minute now. 45 seconds to be exact. Dons are huddled up. We'll see what they call here as they get more receivers in on the formation. James Farmer and Damian Gomez both checking in. Owen Smith in the backfield. Also in is Brady Latcher, and looks like the Dons are going to call a timeout. So 27 seconds now left on the clock. A lot of confusion there. Brady Latcher into the game, and Seemed like the Dons were very confused on where to line up at, and so head coach Jeff Jones and the coaching staff will talk things over. Again, thanks for tuning in to Dons Football here on the Santa Ana College Athletics YouTube channel. Remember, you can tune in to all the home games here for Santa Ana College Athletics on the YouTube channel. So if you're supporting someone, whether it's for football, soccer, volleyball, or any other sports here at Santa Ana College, be sure to subscribe to the channel so you can stay up to date with all the home games. As we're nearing the end of the fall season, this will be the last. We have the last home men's soccer games this upcoming week, along with the last women's volleyball home game of the season. Again, this upcoming week, as Tuesday, the men's soccer team will host Saddleback College. Wednesday, the women's volleyball team will host Orange Coast College. And then on Friday, the men's soccer team will host Cypress College. Again, that'll be the final week of action for the soccer team. The women's volleyball team will have one more game the following week, but that'll be on the road at RCC, Riverside City College. So 27 seconds left. 3rd down and 10 coming up for Bento and the Dons offense. He drops back, looking over the middle, trying to get it to his tight end. Nathan Meek makes the catch with the defender draped all over him. And Meek puts the Dons back up on top. Pending the extra point, the Dons could retake the lead here with 22 seconds left to go in the second quarter. On the season, Nathan Meek now has 2 touchdowns on the year. He entered today's game with 17 receptions, which was tied for 3rd most on the team. Now Aaron Hotchkiss will attempt the point after. And if you're wondering about the score, Chaffey College had their first PAT blocked. Aaron Hotchkiss converts on this PAT, and so the Dons go back up 14-13 with 22 seconds left to go. You get a good shot of Aaron Hotchkiss. Shout out to his grandparents who are listening all the way from Arizona. And shout out to Jaden Hotchkiss, his younger brother, who is a tight end and receiver over at Tustin High School. Got to coach Jaden Hotchkiss. Great kid this offseason for 7-on-7. Aaron Hotchkiss will do the kickoff duties for Santa Ana. We might see another pooch kick or maybe a squib kick, something to keep the ball out of the hands of the very dangerous returners back deep for Chaffey College. Again, 14-13 is the score. Only 22 seconds remain. The deep man is Nehemiah Harrison as he's standing at his own 5-yard line. Also back there is Eric Copeland. He got the last kick return, or the first kick return. Aaron Hotchkiss will pooch it here to the near side. Takes a bounce at the 29, and it's picked up by Damari Heller right at the 27, says the referee here on the near side. So we'll see what the game plan is here for Chaffey College. There's only 22 seconds left. They have 1 timeout. We did see them score on a 1-play touchdown. Their last time they had the ball, it was a 68-yard pass to Corey Cabriales from Julian Viramontes. So they have that big play potential, but they might elect to just run the ball here and enter the half down by 1. Viramontes is out there with C.J. Bozeman, 2 receivers to each side of the formation. Mari Hart, the corner on the near side. Joey Fox, corner on the far side. Looks like Viramontes will air it out. It's going to be a screen pass. They dump it off to Bozeman. Bozeman gets a couple blocks right here in the middle of the field, and then he's lifted up at the 42-yard line. Christian Gabb and Jesse Vargas were the first 2 to get there. Amari Richardson also in on the stop. 12 seconds left as the clock momentarily stops as the chains continue to get moved. They're actually going to say Chaffey College took a timeout. So after that screen play, 1st down and 10. No timeouts remaining for Chaffey College. Santa Ana College does have 1 if they want to use it. 12.5 seconds left to go here in the second quarter. And coming up for the Dons the rest of the season, they only have 1 more game here in the regular season. It's a match with College of the Desert next Saturday at 5 p.m. if anyone's interested in driving out that way and checking out the Dons on the road. And then after that, we'll have to wait to see the announcement if the Dons make another bowl game and could potentially host another bowl game, as they did last year. They hosted the Southern California Bowl, and it was a wacky end to the season, as the College of the Desert was the last regular season team they played, but then they played them the very next week in the bowl game, as both College of the Desert and Santa Ana College played in the Southern California Bowl last year. Dons came out victorious 2 weeks in a row over the Roadrunners. First down and 10, 12.5 seconds left. What could potentially be the last play of the first half. Viramontes looks over the middle, finds his receiver, and he's chopped down at the 46-yard line. Zamari Richardson signaling that the flag is going to be on Chaffey College. It looked like he was held as he was applying pressure. Catch was made by Nehemiah Harrison, but it'll be negated by the penalty, and only 7 seconds remain. 7 seconds remain in the first half, and it's been quite an entertaining one. Dons have brought their A game here against Chaffey College. Again, a team formerly of the National Division, and last year was their first year in the American Division. They ran the table, a perfect 11-0 last year. They went 0-10 in 2021. Again, that was in the National Division, so playing the likes of Riverside City and Golden West College and Fullerton College, some very tough schedule. In 2022, they went 2-8, and so the 3C2A and the SCFA elected to move Chaffey College down to the American Division. They went a perfect 11-0 last year. Have a new head coach now, Ben Byes, in his first year with the program. So it'll be first down and 20 coming up for the Chaffey offense. We'll see what they do here. 7 seconds. They're just going to hand it off up the middle to C.J. Bozeman, and Bozeman does drag a few defenders with him to the 42. And it looks like both teams will start heading towards the locker room. So at the end of the first half, Dons lead 14-13. Again, thanks for tuning in to Dons Football here on the Santa Ana College Athletics YouTube channel. When we come back at the end of the halftime break, we'll have some scores from around the 3C2A, as well as some stats from this first half of action. Again, we'll be back in a second.
People always ask us, what's a Don? And our response is easy. To us, a Don is someone who embraces the grind. A Don is a person that brings passion. Someone who takes advantage of all their opportunities. A leader, a dreamer, a winner. The question we have for you is, are you ready to be a Don?
Hello, this is Anthony White, head coach of Santa Ana College and the undefeated Metro Conference champions. We're here to play football, not bear crawl. We're here to play football, not run gases. But guess what? We don't coach effort. You have to coach effort because it's your life. You understand? It's your life, and you have this one opportunity to do it. You have this one opportunity, this one moment in time to be special and make something happen special. We got about 109 student athletes in here. That's 109 different dreams. 109 different goals. Whatever yours is, we can make it happen here. Surrounding you, all the coaches on the outside, everybody here. We're here for you to help you realize those goals and dreams. You came here for a reason. I don't sleep because all I care about is getting you guys out. It's not fake. I'm real. That's why I brought these coaches in. It's all real. I told you. It's real. You came here to get out.
When you win,
Champions, baby, let's go!
fun to break, I'll be missing you.
It's kinda hard with you not around.
Don't wake up every day living your life thinking about proving somebody wrong that didn't believe in you. Wake up every day trying to prove somebody right. The people that support you and love you, prove them right. Don't worry about the negative things and try to prove them wrong. You guys understand that? You have parents, friends, family members, coaches, teachers, all these people that love you. Prove those people right. Come with us. We're here to prove people right. There's people that believe in us. All throughout the city, all throughout the school, all in this room. Prove us right. Prove that guy next to you right that believes in you. You understand that?
Time I pray, I'll be missing you. Thinking of the day when you went away. What a life to take, what a bond to break. I'll be missing you. Every step I take, every move I make, every single day, every time I pray, I'll be missing your face.
When you get to hoist the trophy, the next season comes with a big target on your back. There isn't a man in that dugout who isn't clear on the objective. A coach who knows what it takes, sophomores who are hungry for an encore, and freshmen who want to cement their name in history. So no matter the time or the place, regardless of the adversity we may face, we don't hang our heads, we hang banners. There's no room or time for panic, because come May, we know how to create that magic. The bumps and bruises along the way may have taken a toll, but come postseason, the only thing on our mind is
People always ask us, what's a Don? And our response is easy. To us, a Don is someone who embraces the grind. A Don is a person that brings passion. Someone who takes advantage of all their opportunities. A leader, a dreamer, a winner. The question we have for you is, are you ready to be a Don?
Hello, this is Anthony White, head coach of Santa Ana College and the undefeated Metro Conference champions. We're here to play football, not bear crawl. We're here to play football, not run gases. But guess what? We don't coach effort. You have to coach effort because it's your life. You understand? It's your life and you have this one opportunity to do it. You have this one opportunity, this one moment in time to be special and make something happen special. We got about 109 student athletes in here. That's 109 different dreams. 109 different goals. Whatever yours is, we can make it happen here. Surrounding you, all the coaches on the outside, everybody here. We're here for you to help you realize those goals and dreams. You came here for a reason. I don't sleep because all I care about is getting you guys out. It's not fake. I'm real. That's why I brought these coaches in. It's all real. I told you. It's real. You came here to get out.
When you win,
Champions, baby, let's go!
time to break, I'll be missing you.
It's kinda hard with you not around.
Don't wake up every day living your life thinking about proving somebody wrong that didn't believe in you. Wake up every day trying to prove somebody right. The people that support you and love you, prove them right. Don't worry about the negative things and try to prove them wrong. You guys understand that? You have parents, friends, family members, coaches, teachers, all these people that love you. Prove those people right. Come with us. We're here to prove people right. There's people that believe in us. All throughout the city, all throughout the school, all in this room. Prove us right. Prove that guy next to you right that believes in you. You understand that?
Time I pray, I'll be missing you. Thinking of the day when you went away. What a life to take, what a bond to break. I'll be missing you. Every
Back here live from Eddie West Field. My name is Noah Alvarez. Your Dons are leading 14-13 over the Chaffey College Panthers. It's halftime still. Have about a minute before kickoff, so let's go ahead and read you some scores from around the 3C2A. Pasadena City College comes out on top over Glendale. 12-0 is the score. Both teams are in the American Pacific League. Golden West comes out on top over Cerritos. 34-7 is the final score in that one. Saddleback College up 33-24. Things were tied at 24 apiece at halftime. There's 12 minutes left to go in that game. Also tied at 24, Bakersfield and College of the Canyons. College of the Canyons and Bakersfield in a battle late in that game with less than a minute left to go. Mount San Jacinto up 34-9 over Grossmont College. And RCC, Riverside City College, the reigning 3C2A state champions, up 28-13 at half over San Diego Mesa. We can get you some other scores, too, from around the 3C2A, specifically the American Division, throughout the broadcast. Later on in the broadcast, a big game tonight. Well, big for Victor Valley as they try to keep their undefeated streak alive, as it's an opening kick return to Damian Gomez over on the far sideline. He gets all the way to the 34-yard line. So we'll begin the second half of action. It was a very entertaining first half. The Dons only put up 142 yards of total offense compared to 252 by the Chaffey offense, but they've been helped out by the special teams play. They had a big 88-yard kick return that took the Dons all the way down to the 6-yard line, and they were able to punch it in on a William Saucedo 2-yard touchdown run. They also had a blocked PAT. Joey Fox was the man who did that. As Nate Bento now comes out onto the field. Two running backs in the backfield, two receivers out to the left of the formation. Here's the first down play. It's a handoff to Saucedo. Saucedo wiggles his way all the way to the 37. And that's how we open up the second half. Again, Dons taking on the Chaffey College Panthers. Chaffey enters with a record of 7-0. Correction, 7-1. The Dons are 6-2. They're 2-1 in conference play. Chaffey is 3-0 in conference play. They have yet to lose. The Dons hoping to hand them their first loss in conference this season. Owen Smith, the deep back. They're going to hand it off to him on the left side. Look at that push. It's the left side of the offensive line. Jared Zamora and Ryan Scrivener. Zamora, the left tackle. He's one of the only sophomore starting on the offensive line. Scrivener at the left guard. Center, Malik Pia. Right guard, Michael Anaya. And at right tackle, Angel Leole. 3rd down and 4 coming up for the Dons. Just what you want here for Nate Bento. A manageable 3rd down scenario. Both running backs, Owen Smith and Saucedo in the backfield. Sandwiching Nate Bento. They hand it off to Owen Smith. Owen Smith gets rocked, but he gets enough for the first down. Got across the 35-yard line and is taken to the 37. It's a first down for the Dons. They moved the chains in the first half. They only converted 3 out of 7 first down or 3rd down attempts. They're now 4 of 8 on the afternoon. They're having some success running the ball, as they do have 121 rushing yards on the ground. Only 21 yards through the air, but they haven't needed to pass it a whole lot. Running on this 3-man front of Chaffey College's defense. Nate Bento pulls it. He's going to try and get outside. He slides, and he gets wrestled down in a very awkward way. That looked painful. Nate Bento gets up okay. A little gimpy as he walks back to the huddle. It'll be 2nd down and 8. 12:45 left to go here in the 3rd quarter. Again, Dons leading 14-13. They're going from right to left on your screen. They're in the black uniforms, black pants, and their white helmets. Chaffey's in the white uniforms, red helmets. Chaffey led by first-year head coach Ben Buys. Dons are led by head coach Jeff Jones. They hand it off to Saucedo again, this time on the left side of the formation, and he's wrestled down at the 46. Crosses midfield, so they're in plus territory. Owen Smith got the handoff on that last play. So 3rd down and 3 coming up. It opens up the playbook when you have 3rd down and short just like this. You're not forced to pass as if you were in 3rd down and long. You could still open up the run game. Let's see what the Dons do here. They're going to motion Nate Bento out of the backfield, and looked like one of the offensive linemen were moving before the ball was snapped. Maybe Malik Pia snapped the ball a little too late. It was on the left guard, Ryan Scrivener. And so that'll set the Dons 5 yards back. And just the situation we talked about, this kind of puts the Dons in a situation where they do have to pass. The freshman hasn't had the most success throwing the ball this season. Hasn't been asked to throw a whole lot this afternoon as well. He's only thrown 7 attempts, completed 3 of those for 21 yards and a touchdown. That touchdown came to Nathan Meek. James Farmer is the receiver closest to the near sideline. Damian Gomez in the slot. 3rd and 8. Nate Bento dropping back, looking over to that left side, finds his sophomore receiver, and he's pushed out of bounds at the 41. So that'll be enough for a 1st down. The Dons convert on 3rd down for the 2nd time this drive. William Saucedo will now check into the game, and they'll go with that 2 running back formation. Again, James Farmer, his 1st game after missing 2 due to concussion protocol. Keyshawn Johnson will motion to the other side of the formation. Nathan Meek down as a tight end here on the near side, ball on the near hash. They motion William Saucedo to the right. It's a throwback screen to Nathan Meek, and Nathan Meek didn't get the block he needed to get outside. Jared Zamora was still in the backfield. And so that allowed the defender to make the tackle on Nathan Meek. No gain on the play, 2nd down and 10. Mason McComb will check in, as it will Damian Gomez. Gomez is a freshman wide receiver from La Habra High School. Yard of gain is the 31. Bento fakes the handoff, will now roll right. Gets a good block from McComb on the edge. Is looking to air it out deep to Gomez. And he airmails it by 4 or 5 yards or so to his intended target. So that'll set up 3rd down and 10. So 3rd down and 10, we'll see what Jeff Jones and the offensive coaching staff elects to do here for Santa Ana College. They are up 14-13. It was Chaffey College who got the scoring starting first. They went up 6-0, had their PAT blocked. The Dons responded quickly as William Saucedo punched it in from 1 yard out, then led 7-6. 3rd down and 10. They're going to motion Owen Smith. No, William Saucedo out to the left side of the formation. Bento steps up. Now looking to air it out deep to Keyshawn Johnson. And good coverage there by the defender, Carrington Pierce, as he got a hand on it. So 4th down and 10, and it looks like Aaron Hotchkiss and the punt unit will come out for the Dons. After the Dons went up 7-6, it was Viramontes who connected with Corey Cabriales for a 86-yard touchdown that made it 13-7. But shortly after, Bento found Nate Meek in the end zone. That put the Dons back on top after the PAT. 14-13 is the score we currently have. Aaron Hotchkiss will punt this ball away. No, it's a fake to William Saucedo, and he gets 13 yards. Gets past the 30, and he gets all the way to the 27-yard line. So some more trickery on the punt formation. Not sure how Chaffey College couldn't have been prepared for that, as the Dons have ran that a few times this season with plenty of success. That was the first time we've seen it to William Saucedo, who was the running back. He was the up back in the formation. And just like that, it's 1st down and 10. Special teams and defense coming up big for the Dons here this afternoon. So ball on the 27. Bento will march back out onto the field with the Dons staff. Receiver here on the near side, Kobe Trujillo. To hand off to Owen Smith. Owen Smith met at the line of scrimmage. Not a whole lot of room on the left side of the formation. Gain of 1 on the play. 2nd down and 9 coming up. So nice call there on the punt unit. Aaron Hotchkiss was back deep to punt this ball away. But Saucedo took the direct snap. Rushed it for 13 yards on a 4th down and 10. And now we'll see Mason McComb. Motion over to the right side of the formation. Fakes the handoff to Owen Smith. Bento has plenty of room in front of him, so he just decides to tuck it and run. A late shove there by Chaffey College, but Bento's able to stay up on his feet. First man to get there defensively was Waleed White. Just over 8 minutes left to go. Don's in no hurry to call this next play. Using a lot more huddle this year versus last year with 2 sophomore quarterbacks rotating, Dylan Eggman and Beck Moss. Dons could go with more no huddle. Just line up, look over to the sideline for signals. The Dons huddle up before this big 3rd down. Nathan Meek now shifts to the left side of the formation. James Farmer's the receiver here to the near side. It's a handoff to William Saucedo. Saucedo gets chopped down at the line of scrimmage, so no gain on that 3rd and 6. And we'll see what the Dons do here. Looks like they are going to run out Hotchkiss and the field goal unit to attempt another long field goal. Hotchkiss missed a field goal attempt earlier this afternoon. It was a career-long 43-yarder that he tried to attempt. And he had the distance, but he went wide right on it. This time he's on the right hash. Ball's on the 32. They're going to scoot up to the 31. So it'll be a 41-yard field goal attempt for Aaron Hotchkiss, the sophomore from Tustin High School. Jake Bento, the holder, gets the ball down. This one does have the distance, plenty of distance, and he punches it through. Aaron Hotchkiss extends the lead for the Santa Ana Dons. 17-13 is the score. Just under 7 minutes left to go. Important points there as the Dons are able to capitalize on the drive as they went with a gutsy call on a 4th down. They go for it on 4th and 10 from their punt unit. Saucedo converts on the 4th down attempt. And now the Dons extend their lead by 4. We'll take a quick commercial break and come back with the kickoff here for Santa Ana.
Life doesn't change overnight. It takes effort and dedication. It takes learning new skills and putting yourself and loved ones first. At Santa Ana College, you can complete a full-time accelerated online program in just 2 years. Choose a program that meets your needs and changes your educational dreams into a well-deserved reality.
Hotchkiss gets this one into the end zone as Harrison lets that bounce in. And so Chaffey will now take over for their first possession here of the 2nd half. Again, thanks for tuning in to Don's Football here on the Santa Ana College Athletics YouTube channel in conjunction with SportsNetUSA.net. Again, these 2 teams met last year. Chaffey College was the home team, so they played in Rancho Cucamonga back on November 4th, 2023. Chaffey College Panthers came out victorious by a score of 34-24 on their way to a perfect 11-0 season. The Dons did force 6 turnovers on the defense last year, but they were unable to capitalize on most of those. We're only able to get up 24 points on the board. It's a first play to C.J. Bozeman, who gets the pitch to the left side. And the Panthers haven't had a whole lot of success running the ball today. It's been a stout defensive performance by the Dons and their front 7. At the end of the first half, Viramontes was 10 of 15 for 177 yards and a touchdown. 68 of those came on that big play to Corey Cabriales. But as a team, they've only been able to put together 65 rushing yards. 2nd down and 10 coming up for Chaffey College. Dons will bring some pressure right up the middle, so Viramontes has to get rid of it quickly, and it's incomplete. An incomplete pass intended for Cabriales. Pressure coming up the middle by Christian Gabb. Now we'll see that substitution the Dons like to make where they put some more pass rushers on the field. Joseph Aborni out there with Richardson, but checking on in is Andrew Escobedo and Gabriel Bagdanoff. 3rd and long. Villamontes backs up. He's hit as he throws, and that ball is whistled dead. Applying the pressure was Bagdanoff along with Jesse Vargas, who came from the corner position. And Viramontes is very slow to get up. The freshman took a big hit there. And that's going to force Chaffey College to punt on their first drive here of the second half. So just what you wanted if you're rooting for the Santa Ana Dons. If they can find a way to march down and score on this next drive, they'll really be in the driver's seat here and go up by 2 scores. Currently up by 4. Here's Hinian on the punt. Just gets it away. Back deep is Damian Gomez. He returns this from the far hash. Cuts up the middle. Has some room. Spun down. Still moving his feet. And he's finally brought down at the 35. So some good blocking there, and the special teams units have been coming up big for Santa Ana College here this afternoon, as they have all season. We mentioned it back when the Dons were playing in October. They got 2 big victories in non-conference play over LA Valley and against Santa Monica College, and both those wins were thanks to big plays by their defense and their special teams unit. Against Santa Monica, they had a blocked punt, return for a touchdown, and an interception, return for a touchdown. Against LA Valley, they had a blocked field goal, and they also had a pick 6 in that game as well. So some big plays being made defensively. 1st down and 10. Nate Bento will take the snap, run it over to the right side. Bento has a crease, gets past the 20, and is finally brought down at the 15-yard line. First big run we've seen for Nate Bento this afternoon. On the season, he came into today with 460 yards on the ground. He has the most rushing yards by a quarterback here in the American Metro League. A really dynamic runner. And he gives the Dons another 1st down as they march closer. They're now in red zone territory. Keyshawn Johnson, the receiver, by himself on the far sideline. Nathan Meek down as a tight end. Both Owen Smith and Saucedo are in the backfield. It's a handoff to Owen Smith. Owen Smith gets all the way to the 11. The ball did come out at the end, but it was whistled dead. It was Lamar Gray who picked it up, but the ball was bouncing on the turf. Dons catch a break there as it was an early whistle by the referee crew. Just under 5 minutes left to go here in the 3rd quarter. Dons looking to chew off as much time off the clock as they can. 2nd down and 5 coming up. Yard to gain is the 5-yard line. Owen Smith, the deep back. They fake it to Owen Smith. Nate Bento looking for a receiver, and William Saucedo hauls it in at the 3-yard line. Saucedo was heading out towards the flats, put his foot in the ground when he saw he wasn't open. And as Bento bought himself more time on the rollout, he flipped directions, and Bento was able to connect with his running back. Saucedo now has 9 receptions on the year. 1st down and goal from the Dons 4-yard line. Correction, Chaffey 4-yard line. Owen Smith, the deep back. It's a handoff to Owen Smith up the left side, and he falls ahead for 2 yards. 2nd down and goal coming up, and looks like there's an injured player down on the turf for Chaffey College. So the training staff is going to go check out the injured player. When we see a number, we'll give you the name. 3:47 left to go here in the 3rd quarter. Again, thanks for tuning in to Dons Football here on the Santa Ana College Athletics YouTube channel in conjunction with SportsNetUSA.net. Take a quick commercial break and be right back with the action.
Life doesn't change overnight. It takes effort and dedication. It takes learning new skills and putting yourself and loved ones first. At Santa Ana College, you can complete a full-time accelerated online program in just 2 years. Choose a program that meets your needs and changes your educational dreams into a well-deserved reality. Building the life you want means taking a first step. Start your journey at Santa Ana College. Where it leads is up to you.
So the injured player is Joshua Padilla. He's a linebacker, freshman from Altaloma High School. He's able to walk off the field under his own power. Good sight to see. Now we'll have second down and goal for the Dons offense. Again, they're still huddled up here on the near sideline, looking to extend their lead. They're currently up 17-13. 3:46 left to go as the clock continues to roll in the third quarter. A touchdown here on this drive would really put the Dons in the driver's seat. Keyshawn Johnson, the receiver here on the near side. Damian Gomez, the receiver, up on the far sideline. Owen Smith to the right of Bento. Bento gets the snap. He fakes the handoff, goes to the right side, waiting for his lead blockers, extends the ball out. He did not get into the end zone. They're going to say forward progress stopped him at the 1. His knee was down. One of the players for Chaffey College and the defense ended up with the ball and started running the other way with it. That was Ryan Woods. So all sorts of pandemonium at the end of that play. 3rd and 1 now coming up. 3rd and very short. 3rd and goal. The Dons will continue to take more time off the clock. Chaffey runs out a few more big bodies into the defensive formation as they try and keep the Dons out of the end zone. 10 seconds left on the play clock. Owen Smith, the deep back. It's a fake handoff once again. The same play, and Nate Bento, oh, he takes a big hit from Lamar Gray. But Bento, as it stands, is into the end zone for 6. His first rushing touchdown of the afternoon. And now the training staff here at Santa Ana College is going to walk out to the field, and players will have to be separated. You don't like seeing this kind of stuff, but especially as the offensive lineman, your job is to protect the quarterback. They thought it was a late shot given to Nate Bento there by the middle linebacker Lamar Gray. Malik Pia was in on the scuffle along with some of the other linemen. No flags have been given. Looks like Nate Bento's still on the ground. Again, he was already 2 yards into the end zone. There's still no flag on the field for a late hit. Bento was already slowing down, and the middle linebacker Lamar Gray came and ear-holed him from the side. 23-13 is the score. Shout out to the athletic trainer here at Santa Ana College, Whitney, who is attending the quarterback. Jeff Jones is going to walk out onto the field as well. Keep you updated as we take another commercial break, and when we come back, we'll have the PAT and an update on Nate Bento.
Starting your college journey is a big step. It requires discipline and dedication while you balance your work, life, and education. At Santa Ana College, you can choose a pathway that fits into your schedule and leads you toward your personal and educational goals. Earn an associate degree, university transfer, career training, or even a bachelor's degree in occupational studies. With classes available both in person and online. Gain the professionalism and confidence you need to further yourself and your career, and become a bigger part of your community. Wraparound services are available to fit your needs and provide all the necessary tools to achieve academic, personal, and career success.
So Bento was helped off the sideline. He was able to walk. He had his arm around his side, his rib area on his right side, so we hope he's okay. Aaron Hotchkiss to attempt the point after, and he punches it through. 24-13 is the score. It's an 11-point lead for Santa Ana College here with 2:37 left to go in the third quarter. Again, thanks for tuning in to Don's Football here on the Santa Ana College Athletics YouTube channel in conjunction with SportsNetUSA.net. Also going on SportsNetUSA.net, Saddleback and Fullerton College in a tight one towards the end. 5 minutes left to go, and Saddleback has a 33-24 lead over Fullerton College. In the American Division, West LA has a 26-21 lead over College of the Desert. 26-21 is the score in that one. That game is currently at halftime. And see if we have any other scores from the American Division. We do not, as Compton and Victor Valley play later tonight, as well as Santa Monica and LA Valley. And then LA Southwest will travel to LA Pierce. Hotchkiss will send this one deep. The first time we've seen him, no, second time we've seen him do that this afternoon. Malachi Bay lays out one of the receivers here on the return unit. Both teams trading big hits. Malachi Bay's was definitely legal, not after any whistle. 24-13 is the score. Now we'll see the Chaffey offense and Julian Viramontes. Viramontes is going to be a little sore after taking a big sack. Or he took a big hit. It wasn't sacked, but as he threw the ball on the last play for Chaffey College, took a big hit and was a little slow to get up. And Viramontes is a freshman from Eleanor Roosevelt High School. Very good program over there in the city of Eastvale. First down and 10 coming up. Chaffey going from left to right on your screen. It's a handoff to Bozeman. No, an end around here to the near side. Plenty of room for Cabriales, and Cabriales is sandwiched between Amari Hart and Evan Palladay. It is a 12-yard gain. It'll be enough to move the chains, but Cabriales is slow to get up. Looks like he'll have to come off the field for one play, and in steps Damari Heller. Damari Heller's had an afternoon to forget. Already 3 drops here in the game thus far. Chaffey College is going to line up with 3 receivers to the left side of the formation. Ball's on the near hash. By himself in the formation is Joseph Ruiz. And now it looks like, wasn't sure. So there was some miscommunication and confusion. The head referee, Alex Fed, thought that Santa Ana College called a timeout, so he called everyone to go back to their sidelines. We return to action here, 1st and 10. A handoff to Bozeman. Bozeman gets wrapped up by Jesse Vargas. Also in on the stop is Mario Evans. Gain of 6 on the play all the way to the Chaffey 44-yard line. Under 2 minutes left to go here in the third quarter. Chaffey's trailing by 11. They haven't trailed much this season. Ball in the near hash. Nehemiah Harrison. Samari Richardson got a big jump, and he sacks the quarterback. Viramontes dropped the ball. Aborny picks it up. There is going to be a flag that came in from that far side. We did think here to the naked eye that looked like Richardson jumped off sides, and I'm pretty sure that's what the flag is. So it is a first down. Some confusion again with the head referee in this afternoon's game. Game has been a little choppy the last 3 to 4 minutes due to some injuries, some penalties, some late hits. Now it'll be first down and 10. The ball was at the 42. The ref should move it 5 yards up the field to the 47. Or was it at the 44? Now there's confusion to where the yard marker originally was. But it was 2nd down and 4. Regardless, it should be first down after the 5-yard penalty. Still waiting for the referees to march it forward. It will be a 1st down and 10 for the Chaffey offense. Again, get lost in that, even though it was a penalty. Julian Viramontes takes another big hit, that time from Zamari Richardson, another big player on this team. They're now at the 49-yard line, nearing midfield. Corey Cabriales is back into the game for the Chaffey receivers. He's on the far side along with Nehemiah Harrison, who's in the slot. Jeremiah Beck, and on the slot here on the near side. 1:15 left to go here in the 3rd quarter. Dons look like they're going to bring pressure again. Viramontes motions back to the left side of the formation. Play action once again in a tight window as he's able to connect with Nehemiah Harrison. Joey Fox was in coverage. Again, it looked like Jake Bento could have almost got a hand on it. It's the 2nd time we've seen that, so it's an eligible man down the field. Those RPOs are so tricky because you teach the offensive lineman to run block in case the running back does get the ball. But that time, Viramontes pulls it from the running back, throws it down the field. The linemen are still down the field, and the referees are going to call that every single time. So after the penalty, it's 1st down and 15. The yard to gain is the Dons' 41-yard line. Beck is now the slot receiver over on the far hash. Viramontes. And C.J. Bozeman in the backfield to his left. Look like they're trying to set up another screen, and D.J. Bozeman is swallowed up by the defense. Jackson Brown is the first one to get there as he records the tackle for a loss. A 2-yard loss on the play all the way back to the Chaffey 41. And it seems like the Dons have been all over the Chaffey offense here in this 2nd half, looking a lot more vulnerable than the team they played last year at Rancho Cucamonga. And that team finished a perfect 11-0 last year. Chaffey has a new head coach, new quarterback, and a lot of new players. Here's a big 2nd down and 14. They're going to throw it to the short side to Jeremiah Beck, and Beck makes a spectacular catch down to the 37-yard line here on the near side. Amari Hart was the man to tackle him. And he'll move the chain. So just like that, there's going to be zeros on the clock now. And so that marks the end of the 3rd quarter. As we head into the 4th, Dons lead 24-13. When we come back, we'll have the 4th quarter in action. It should be an exciting finish, so don't go anywhere, folks.
People always ask us, what's a Don? And our response is easy. To us, a Don is someone who embraces the grind. A Don is a person that brings passion. Someone who takes advantage of all their opportunities. A leader, a dreamer, a winner. The question we have for you is, are you ready to be a Don?
Life doesn't change overnight. It takes effort and dedication. It takes learning new skills and putting yourself and loved ones first. At Santa Ana College, you can complete a full-time accelerated online program in just 2 years. Choose a program that meets your needs and changes your educational dreams into a well-deserved reality. Building the life you want means taking a first
down and 10 coming up for the Chaffey offense. They've now crossed midfield and are on the Dons' 37-yard line. Viramontes is going to look at air it out deep here on the far sideline, and in coverage is Amari Hart. He was blanketing the receiver over there on the far side. That'll set up 2nd down and 10. Joseph Ruiz was the intended target. You've seen a lot more of Ruiz here in the 2nd half. at the receiver position. They went with Damari Heller earlier in the game in the first half, but he had 3 drops in the afternoon. They're going to motion Jeremiah Beck once again. They do hand it off to C.J. Bozeman. Bozeman finally has some room. He's been quiet all afternoon, and he gets 11 yards on the rush all the way down to the Dons' 26. Malachi Bay in on the stop. That's going to be enough for a first down. So again, the final quarter here, Dons are up 24-13. They've had a battle from behind and now extended to an 11-point lead here. On this warm Saturday afternoon here in the month of November. Fakes the handoff to Bozeman, looking to air it out deep. Viramontes has a receiver, and he gets it to Heller. Damari Heller makes his first catch of the afternoon. We just mentioned how he had 3 drops in the first half, but has a very important catch there all the way down to the Dons' 9-yard line, and Chaffey's offense is threatening. First and goal. C.J. Bozeman will stay in the backfield with Viramontes. Harrison, Cabriales, and Beck are the 3 receivers to the left side of the formation. 4 down defensive linemen. We'll see if the Dons elect to bring pressure here on this first and goal. Viramontes drops back, has pressure in his face, throws it to Cabriales, and he's tripped up by Joey Fox right at the 1-yard line. Again, Chaffey loves to pass the ball. They've already attempted 31 passes on the afternoon. It's a handoff to Bozeman. Bozeman gets tripped up right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1. Malachi Bay doing it again. He had the big kick return earlier. Laid a big hit on kickoff. Has made some key stops here as a defensive player playing safety for the Dons. Jeremiah Beck in the backfield along with Heller. C.J. Bozeman to the left of Viramontes. Another handoff up the middle. Bozeman cuts left. Not much room going as he's tackled down by Owen Tesh and Evan Palladay. So that'll force 4th down and goal. Chaffey's trailing by 11. Doesn't look like they'll send out the field goal unit, but a field goal and a touchdown and a 2-point conversion would put them back even. If you're doing the math there, they're going to elect to stay out with their offense on the field. The tight end on each side of the formation. Beck to the right, Heller to the left. Paiva is now the deep running back. Paiva stopped at the line of scrimmage. Owen Tesh was the first one there. And the Dons defense has a big stand at the back of their own end zone. Samari Richardson, Mario Evans, names you're all very familiar with. We're also in on the stop. Again, that defensive line built a wall right there, and unable to penetrate the wall was Alapaki Paiva on that last carry with 12:16 left to go in this final 4th quarter. The Dons still have a 24-13. They'll be working out of the shadow of their own end zone. So they'll have to be very careful here not to turn the ball over or cause a penalty or commit a penalty here in the end zone that will result in a safety. Looks like Diego Murillo is in at quarterback. So Nate Bento not healthy enough to go. It's going to be a handoff to the deep back. Didn't see a number once he gets up from the pile. We'll see right now. Looks like Mason McComb going to jog off the field. Holding his arm, maybe injured. There's a handoff to Owen Smith. Just under 12 minutes left to go. Bento being checked out by the training staff here. So Diego Murillo, the freshman quarterback from Yorba Linda High School, wearing number 15, now into the game in a very important situation. He had to come into the game against Victor Valley as well, late into the game. That time the Dons were coming from behind as another handoff to William Saucedo, and he squeezes ahead to the 4-yard line. Gives a little bit more breathing room for this 3rd down and 8 coming up. But as Diego Murillo with the Dons down 14-10, who was in the game late in the fourth quarter against Victor Valley, and Murillo hadn't thrown a pass all season, was asked to try and bring the Dons back from behind in that game and was unsuccessful in doing so. Don't think they'll let Diego Murillo throw the ball here on this 3rd down and 8, but we'll see here. Saucedo to his left. Murillo fumbles the snap. Owen Smith recovers it, but it's going to be a safety for Chaffey College. So not what you wanted there. Chaos in the backfield. Diego Murillo struggled with the snap against Victor Valley as well in a very similar fashion. It wasn't a bad snap. It was to his left, maybe a little bit high. You got to haul those in, especially in a moment like that, especially when you're backed up that deep into your own territory. And now the Dons will be forced to kick this ball back to Chaffey College. It's now a 24-15 game. Seen a little bit of everything this season, and you can add a safety to the bingo card. As the Dons are confused on which way they'll kick the ball off to. They'll be kicking from their own 20. It's now a 9-point game, a 9-point advantage for the Dons. Still a 2-score game. That's the important part. Chaffey will have to score twice. Hotchkiss does line it up on the tee. You can elect to either kick it off the tee or punt it. Hotchkiss will elect to kick it off the tee. Back deep to return is Nehemiah Harrison. He's standing at his own 20. So we'll see what kind of starting field position Chaffey will get on this next drive. It's a pooch kick here to the near side, caught at the 46, and it's fumbled. Joey Fox recovers it for the Santa Ana Dons. The Dons will be across midfield to start this next drive. And it looks like there is a flag here on the near side, so hold on, folks, at the 24-yard line. Oh my goodness, it's going to be a false start penalty on the kickoff unit for Santa Ana College. So negate the very exciting play and fumble recovery there by Joey Fox. They're going to back up to the 15. They crossed the 20-yard line too soon before the kicker was able to kick this one off. And now we'll do it again. We'll see if Hotchkiss kicks it deep. They've had some success with the pooch kicks this afternoon. Chaffey really wasn't prepared for it. We haven't seen a whole lot of it, to be fair, this season, but Hotchkiss was really proficient in it last year with these pooch kicks to the sideline, if you can remember from last season. He does pooch it a little bit deeper. It's going to bounce at the 40, picked up by Harrison. Harrison picks it up at the 34, runs into his own guy, and he's sandwiched there at the 37-yard line. So very good kick coverage there. Nate Rios in on the tackle for the Santa Ana Dons. It'll still be good field position for Chaffey College. Again, thanks for tuning in to Dons Football here on the Santa Ana College Athletics YouTube channel. Coming up here on the YouTube channel this upcoming week, we have men's soccer for you Tuesday and Friday, and women's volleyball for you on Wednesday. Women's volleyball team will take on Orange Coast College. Men's soccer will host Saddleback Tuesday and Cypress College this upcoming Friday. And that's the upcoming schedule for the Santa Ana College Athletics YouTube channel. First down and 10 coming up. Julian Viramontes back out on the field. Looks like C.J. Bozeman, the deep back. Fakes the handoff to Bozeman. Richardson coming free from the backside. Oh, he hits his receiver, Harrison, in stride. Harrison spins out of a tackle and is finally wrestled down at the 26. That almost looked like a big play for the Dons defense on Richardson trailing the quarterback, but it's a big connection from Viramontes to Harrison. Harrison has been very special this afternoon for the Chaffey offense. He hauls in his 4th reception as they hand it off on this first down and 10. He stopped at the 24 by Owen Tesh and Jake Bento. Second down and 8 coming up. Just under 10 minutes left to go here now in the final quarter. CJ Bozeman still the deep back with Viramontes. Viramontes looks to the left side. He has his receiver, Cabriales. Malachi Bay misses the tackle, and he's finally brought down at the 2. A touchdown-saving tackle there made by Rios. Amari Hart having a hard time out there on the outside with Corey Cabriales, the number 1 receiver here for the Chaffey offense. They're going to march right back to the line of scrimmage, call this play while the Dons aren't ready, and CJ Bozeman gets in for 6. So just like that, it's a 24-21 game, and we'll see if Chaffey elects to go for the PAT or go for 2. They're currently down by 3, so it doesn't really change the outcome here. As long as they convert on the PAT, they'll be down by 2. If they go for 2, they'll be down by 1. Looks like they're going to send out Anthony Hagan to attempt this point after. Good amount of fans coming out to support Chaffey College, making some noise on the visitors' side here at Eddie West Field. 9:23 left up on the score clock. The Dons are going to have to continue to score, not just chew time off the clock. The kick is up, and it is good. So just like that, a 9-point swing thanks to the safety by the Chaffey defense. It was on a bobbled snap by Diego Murillo, and Owen Smith was able to recover it, but in the end zone. And then after that, it was the Chaffey offense marching all the way down the field. It was thanks to a big pitch and catch from Viramontes to Nehemiah Harrison that went for 36 yards. It took 2 plays later before CJ Bozeman punched it in from 2 yards out. And just like that, we have another very tight game here late in the fourth quarter. Back deep to return is Malachi Bay and Damian Gomez. We had some exciting finishes here at Eddie West Field this season. I think only Pasadena City College and West LA College were the games that were decided into the fourth quarter. But Glendale College, West LA, Victor Valley, and this game here with Chaffey College, all coming down to the wire. Dons are only 2-2 at home, hoping to finish above 500 on the season. Hinion kicks this ball off, but they're going to blow this one dead. Maybe someone who was offsides. And so there's a delay of game penalty on the Chaffey kickoff unit. You don't see that too often. It took a little too long to get out there. So they'll back up 5 yards to the 30-yard line now. Damian Gomez and Malachi Bay will scoot a little bit further up. We'll see if that they decide to send out Nate Bento to lead the offense or if it's going to be Diego Murillo. Hinion didn't get his best kick on that as he kicks it to Damian Gomez here on the near side. Gomez dancing around looking for some room, but he's wrestled down at the 34, and that's where the Dons will take over on this possession. So when looking down at the sideline, no sights of Nate Bento. I only see Diego Murillo. He's talking with the offensive coordinator here as the Dons get ready for this next offensive possession. So it looks like the freshman quarterback from Yorba Linda, who's only played in 2 games this season, he's only attempted 30 passes on the year, 15 of 30. He does have 3 touchdowns and 224 yards through the air, but that was against Compton College, a very different opponent in the Chaffey defense here today. The good thing is you won't be asked to run the ball a whole lot. The bad thing, Chaffey's defense can sell out on stopping the run, so they know they have less of a threat to throw the ball. Here's a run to William Saucedo, and Saucedo falls ahead to the 43-yard line. I'm going to say 44, so a good gain of 4 yards on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 6 coming up. Diego Murillo looking into the side, now reading off the play card on his wrist. Owen Smith, the deep back. Saucedo to the left of the formation. Nathan Meek is down as a tight end over on the left side. James Farmer is the lone receiver here on the near side of the formation. Murillo corrals the high snap. It's a handoff to Owen Smith. Owen Smith rumbling, pushing the pile all the way to the 43-yard line. And Chaffey's having trouble stopping the run, even with the backup quarterback in. Now it looks like the Dons will bring that 3 running back set in as Mason McComb will come in. Usually lined up as a fullback in this formation. They'll go 3 men in the backfield. 3rd down and 1 coming up. You hear Chaffey College's fans giving a defensive chant from the away side. Diego Murillo on this big 3rd and 1. William Saucedo, the deep back, they hand it off to the sophomore from Yorba Linda. He lowers the shoulder, gets to the 44, and the far side referee says 1st down. So 1st down for the Dons. The Chaffey College coaching staff can't believe it as they're asking the referees on the sideline why it was such a quick decision to move the chains. James Farmer checks back in, so Mason McComb does a job, pushes the pile ahead, and a big 3rd down conversion for the Dons. The Dons are now 8 of 14 here, converting on 3rd downs, much better than they were last season. Saucedo motions out to the left side of the formation. They hand it off to Owen Smith. Owen Smith had an opening up the middle and gets ahead to the 50, a 6-yard gain. Again, Chaffey's kryptonite this afternoon has been stopping the run. Dons have 237 total yards here this afternoon. 199 of them have been on the ground. It's not broke. Well, I guess you don't have to fix it. As Diego Murillo hoping to lead the Dons to a victory here by running some more time off the clock. 6.5 minutes left to go. Both Smith and Saucedo are in the backfield. They hand off to Saucedo. Saucedo is patient, cuts back and gets to the 47-yard line. Very close to a 1st down. It should be another 3rd and 1. Mason McComb will check back into the offensive huddle as they'll go at that heavy package. 6 minutes left here to go in the 4th quarter. Again, in case you're just tuning in or you missed it, Diego Murillo now leading the offense after Nate Bento has left the game due to an injury. Mason McComb to the right of the formation. Owen Smith, the deep back. Diego Murillo hands it off to Owen Smith. Owen Smith runs into the pile, but he does push it forward to the 45, and that's another 1st down. The Dons just get enough to move the chains and keep the ball away from the Chaffey offense. Can you hearing the Dons fans applaud here at Eddie West Field? Good-sized crowd here at the Santa Ana Bowl. It's the last regular season home game of the season. And if the Dons win here today and win out the rest of the season, could put themselves in a chance to potentially tie for the American Metro League Championship this year. James Farmer, the lone receiver. Nathan Meek is a slot over on the far side of the formation. Murillo's going to wait till the referee puts his hand up for the final 5 seconds left of the play clock. Play clock currently at 12. Now it gets down to 9. Murillo snaps it with 6 seconds left on the play clock, hands it off to Saucedo, and Saucedo gets the line of scrimmage. And he's met there. Good penetration there by Jason Roberts coming from the defensive end position. Again, Chaffey living and dying by that 3-3-5 defense. With 3 down defensive linemen, they struggled to run or stop the run for the Santa Ana offense. They're now at 4.5 minutes. Chaffey does have all 3 timeouts, and remember, they will have that 2-minute timeout as well, as they've started doing the 2-minute timeout here at the collegiate level. Owen Smith is the deep back. Saucedo will motion out to the left side of the formation. They hand it off to Owen Smith. Owen Smith turns up outside. Plenty of room as he does get to the 39. And that'll set up 3rd down and 4. So now that they're cross midfield, this potentially could be 4-down territory. If the Dons get 3 to 4 yards here and are then tasked with a 4th and 1, you could see the Dons offense still stay on the field. Again, don't expect the Dons to ask Diego Murillo to throw the ball. But you never know. I'm sure Chaffey's selling out on stopping the run. There might be a window open if Murillo can get it to one of his receivers. They're going to motion Saucedo out to the left side of the formation. Owen Smith has a crease, crosses the 35, and that's another first down for the Dons. So now Chaffey is going to have to start calling timeouts. 3:20 left to go here in the final quarter. Can this sophomore duo of Owen Smith and William Saucedo have been so successful here as running backs for this program all career long for both of them, but coming up in a big way here this afternoon late, and this could be one of the biggest wins of both of their players' career if they were to upset Chaffey College and give them their second loss of the season, their first loss in conference play. There's a timeout called by Chaffey College. 3:18 left to go here in the final quarter. Again, thanks for tuning in to Don's Football here on the Santa Ana College Athletics YouTube channel. My name is Noah Alvarez. It's been an exciting game thus far. Very slow-paced game. Maybe if you like scoring or a little bit more passing, this maybe hasn't been the game for you. But the Dons have been methodical. They've run 54 plays. They have 253 yards of offense, and they have 215 of those on the ground. So it's been very successful in getting a push up front. Of course, we've got to shout out the guys like Jared Zamora, Ryan Scrivener, Malik Pia, Michael Anaya, and Angel Leole, as those are the 5 starting offensive linemen for the Dons here this afternoon. They've been getting a push up front all day long. And even when Chaffey knows that they're going to run the ball, they're still executing the game plan, able to create some holes for both Owen Smith and William Saucedo, and been successful in running the ball this afternoon in a big way. So now 3 minutes left to go, 3:18 to be exact. Murillo still in the backfield. Farmer's the lone receiver here on the near side. Wouldn't expect him to throw the ball. Owen Smith, gets lifted up and slammed at the 32-yard line. Owen Smith asking the referee if that's not a penalty. You rarely see something like that. That was linebacker Lamar Gray. Lamar Gray, a very good linebacker. We've seen him all over the field here this afternoon for the Chaffey defense. Chaffey's not going to elect to use their timeout, as they only have 2 remaining. This will be 2nd down and 8 coming up after the big tackle. Lamar Gray leads the team this afternoon with 13 tackles. They're going to motion William Saucedo out. Owen Smith gets another handoff, and this time he's dragged down from behind. No gain on the play. And Ben Byes will call their second timeout here in the second half. And that'll force a 3rd and 8 coming up. Tackle was made by Uche Onwasu. .226 left to go here in the 4th quarter. Again, thanks for tuning in to Don's Football here on the Santa Ana College Athletics YouTube channel. My name is Noah Alvarez. This is the final regular season home game. Stay tuned with the SAC Dons website to stay up to date to see if the Dons will be hosting a bowl game at the end of the season. You can go to www.sacdons.com, and you can stay up to date with all the information for all the sports here at Santa Ana College. But if you're rooting for somebody here on the football program, you can find out if they're hosting a bowl game and if we'll get another game here at Eddie West Field, or if they'll be playing in a bowl game and it's on the road, and so they'll be traveling somewhere else. So again, you can also subscribe to the YouTube channel while you're here, Santa Ana College Athletics YouTube channel. Whether you're supporting someone for football or any other sport here at Santa Ana College, you can find all the home games streamed. Sometimes I'll be there giving audio and commentary, but not all the time. But regardless if I'm there or not, they will stream all the home games, and basketball season right around the corner. So if you want to catch the Dons men's and women's basketball team in action, be sure to subscribe to the Athletics YouTube channel here for Santa Ana College. 2:26 left. Big round of applause here from the Dons fan base. They're going to fake the handoff. Diego Murillo's going to take a shot to Nathan Meek. Oh, Nathan Meek had it in his hands. He dropped it at the 5. That could have been a big play. The clock will stop with 2:21. That's going to force the Dons to bring out a special teams unit there. Jeff Jones rolled the dice. There was no pass interference called. A lot of contact, but Nathan Meek has to make that catch. The Dons would have been in the red zone. Man, oh man. A risky play there. The Dons might catch Chaffey with 12 players on the field. They don't hike it. The Dons are actually going to call a timeout. Missed opportunity there by Jeff Jones and the coaching staff. 24-22 is the score. They call timeout. Or maybe they're going to think things over. Again, they could choose to run the ball here with 4th and 8, but it wouldn't get them very far unless they had a very sneaky run play designed. The clock would stop if they do turn it over on downs. If they punt the ball away, they're going to hope Heron Hotchkiss can pin them inside the 15 or 10-yard line, and then they'll just play defense. Their defense has been pretty stout, but Viramontes and the passing game has been pretty prominent here as well for the Chaffey Panthers. Then they have the option of airing it out, but Diego Murillo hasn't seen a whole lot of action. Hasn't seen a whole lot of action against good opponents. He's only played against Victor Valley and Compton College. Both those teams are near the bottom of the American Division, despite Victor Valley having a 3-0 conference record. They're not one of the more talented teams like Chaffey College is here. Diego Murillo could really make a big mistake if they ask him to throw the ball. Diego Murillo is going to march out onto the field, so we'll see what they do here on this 4th down and 8. I expect them to try the hard count. Ryan Scrivener now going to rock out to the field. He was not in after the huddle. 5 seconds left on the play clock. Diego Murillo motions William Saucedo out to the left of the formation. It's going to be a pass play. Diego Murillo sets his feet, tries to throw it to somebody, and no one there. Miscommunication there on that pass play. So instead of punting the ball away and trying to pin Chaffey College deep, now Chaffey will take over at the 33-yard line. Of course, it's going to be a tight finish, and of course, it's going to be the Dons defense, one of the better sides of the ball the last 2 seasons at least. They had 49 sacks last year as a unit, and in this afternoon, the Dons have only been able to get to Chaffey College once this afternoon, but they could have a big sack on this drive here. Chaffey College does have 1 timeout left and the 2-minute timeout. Again, coming down to the wire as Julian Viramontes marches back out with Alapaki Paiva. 3 receivers to the right of the formation. Jeremiah Beck alone here on the left side, down on the line. Viramontes fakes the handoff. Has an opening, and it's intercepted. Owen Tesh with lead blockers in front of him. Down the far sideline into the end zone. And that's going to seal it for Santa Ana College. What a game. 2 minutes left. I don't want to jinx anything yet as there is a flag thrown. But Owen Tesh with a huge interception there. That puts the Dons up 30-22 pending the extra point. Wow. What a play by the defense coming through time and time again all season long. We'll see if this penalty is assessed on the point after or on the kickoff. But my goodness, Julian Viramontes, as he's done many times this afternoon, went through the RPO play, faked the handoff. This time Owen Tesh didn't bite on the handoff, sank deeper and took away that seam route that they've been having plenty of success with. And Tesh, with lead blockers in front of him down the far sideline, takes it back for 6. 30-22 is the score. Man, Owen Tesh, and he had to go up and get it. That was no easy interception by any means. Again, Tesh is another freshman from Yorba Linda. We mentioned how William Saucedo played a part in that 14-0 season for the Yorba Linda Mustangs back in 2022. Owen Tesh was a part of that as well. But he was a junior that season. But again, those Yorba Linda Mustangs contributing here for the Dons. A lot of players from El Dorado, La Habra, and Yorba Linda. Some good high school programs to recruit for. Good job to the coaching staff. They're going to assess the point after here on the PAT. It's actually a wise decision. Oh, Aaron Hotchkiss. No, he makes it. So the DB for Chaffey College was hoping that it went wide, but there is a flag on the play. We'll wait to see what it is. Aaron Hotchkiss punches it through and makes it a 9-point game. Had he missed it, it would have been an 8-point game, and Chaffey could have marched down and got a touchdown with a 2-point conversion, and that would have tied things up once again. But man, oh man, what a play there by Owen Tesh. 31-22 is the score. Thanks again for tuning in to Don's Football. So they're going to call roughing the kicker or running into the kicker. It's a 15-yard penalty. And so the Dons will scoot up and kick this one, I believe, from the 50-yard line. It's not over yet, folks, but the Dons are in the driver's seat. We'll wait to see what happens here. Nehemiah Harrison back deep to return. Hotchkiss lines this one up at the 50. Wouldn't be surprised, too, if the Dons went for that pooch kick. They've had a lot of success working the near sideline here. 2:04 left to go in the fourth quarter. Hotchkiss will just boot it deep all the way through the end zone, and so it'll be a touchback for Chaffey College. Again, they're trailing by 9, so they'll need 2 scores. They'll need to march down and score quickly and then hope for an onside kick recovery. 1 timeout remaining. They have the 2-minute timeout as well, but this could be a big victory here for the Santa Ana Dons, one of the biggest they've had in the past few seasons. First down and 10 from the 25-yard line. Chaffey working from right to left on your screen. Owen Tesh, who had the big interception in at linebacker along with Christian Gabb. The Dons are going to go with that 4 pass rush set. Bagdanoff out there with Richardson, Aborny, and Andrew Escobedo. Viramontes drops back. He throws it out wide to the far sideline. Harrison makes the catch at the 27-yard line. And that'll be, well, that will take us to the 2-minute timeout. 1:59 exactly on the scoreboard. The shadows starting to creep across the field on your screen. 2nd down and 8. When we come back, we'll cut to a commercial break. But don't go anywhere, folks. This should be an exciting finish.
Life doesn't change overnight. It takes effort and dedication. It takes learning new skills and putting yourself and loved ones first. At Santa Ana College, you can complete a full-time accelerated online program in just 2 years. Choose a program that meets your needs and changes your educational dreams into a well-deserved reality. Building the life you want means taking a first step. Start your journey at Santa Ana College. Where it leads is up to you.
Back here at the Eddie West Field, or also known as the Santa Ana Bowl. Some people call it the Santa Ana Stadium. It's here in downtown Santa Ana. It's been here since 1963, and it plays host this afternoon to the match between Chaffey College and Santa Ana College. We're here late in the fourth quarter. 1:59 left on the scoreboard. Viramontes has 3 receivers to the left of the formation. Paiva's the deep back. Viramontes looking for a short route. Contact there between Beck and Christian Gabb, but no pass interference called there. 3rd down and 8 coming up for the Dons. Out there on defense for the Dons is Joey Fox. Jake Bento in as a slot. Nickel corner over here. On the far side, Jesse Vargas. The deep safety is Malachi Bay. Far side corner is Markel Mitchell. Viramontes is going to look that way towards Mitchell, and Mitchell does make the tackle. Beck makes the reception, He's out. It stays inbounds. He's at the 42-yard line. The clock does momentarily stop while the chains march forward. Clock will continue to roll now, 1:45 to be exact. Evan Palladay will check in. Viramontes looking for somebody to get open. Zamari Richardson swallows him up, and he's down at the 43. Big sack there by Zamari Richardson, the sophomore from El Dorado. And that sets the Chaffey offense backwards. 2nd down and 14 coming up. Ball's on the 38. And 4 pass rushers in for the Dons. Viramontes looking for Beck, his tight end. Good reroute there by Christian Gabb. No, that's Jake Bento, who was in coverage and rerouting Jeremiah Beck, making it tough for him to get off the line of scrimmage. And that messed with the timing. They're down in 14 coming up. 1:12 left to go in the game. Again, if they can get a 3rd down stop here, Chaffey would most likely go for it on 4th down. The Dons are 2 plays away from sealing this with the victory. Pressure coming for Viramontes. They're going to throw it to Harrison. Oh, and the sun might be playing a factor there as Harrison was running up the seam, but he couldn't see the ball. And again, you see the shadows on your screen. The Chaffey offense currently set up in some of the shadows, and as they run into the sun might be into their eyes and playing a factor as Harrison never even saw the ball coming for him. 4th down and 14. So this is pretty much 4 game, folks. 1:08. Julian Viramontes with 3 receivers to the right side of the formation. Viramontes has pressure, and he's brought down by Andrew Escobedo. Escobedo with the sack that clinches the victory for the Santa Ana Dons. And the Dons will take over at the 32-yard line. And just like that, the Dons have their 7th victory on the season and will advance to 7-2. 1:04 left on the clock, so they'll have to at least snap it twice and take 2 knees with the loss. Chaffey College will also drop to 7-2, and we could have a really interesting scenario. Chaffey College plays Victor Valley College next week, and if Chaffey College were to beat Victor Valley, and if Victor Valley were to win tonight against Compton College, which they should have no problem against, but if Chaffey College beats Victor Valley, we'll have 3 4-1 teams: the Dons, Victor Valley, and Chaffey College. Victor Valley beat the Dons beat Chaffey College, and Chaffey College beat Victor Valley. So that can make things very messy here in the American Metro League, as there's a couple players chatting back and forth. I don't think anything excessive is happening, but players are pulling each other's teammates away from the other. Again, they have to snap the ball one more time, as there is still 10 more seconds left on the play clock. Diego Murillo will take the final knee, and that will clinch the victory. Your Dons come out victorious by a final score of 31-22. One of the biggest victories here in the decade, as the Dons advance to 7-2, keep their postseason hopes alive, and potentially could be in a 3-way tie for the American Metro League Championship. And my name is Noah Alvarez. Thanks to everyone who played a part in tonight's broadcast, or this afternoon's broadcast. It was an exciting game throughout. Congrats to Jeff Jones and the coaching staff here at Santa Ana College. Again, tune into the website, sacdons.com, to find out if the Dons will host a bowl game this postseason or will be playing on the road. Again, for the final time, or what could be the final time this regular season, saying goodbye and have a good